And I'll do a half-hour live, and that's about it. And then I won't do another live till, they went down the wrong driveway. Because I tell you, I did 5 hours today. I only slept for like shit an hour, and that's it. I don't know, my buddy puts up with me wise. And then tonight, I'll definitely finally finish editing my big old Twitch. It'll only be like 20-minute part series wise. So I put it on my platforms. So I need to start promoting my stuff more. So I do Repo Talk, 3D70 Repo Talk in the Matrix, which is life, relationship with suffered, empathy, narcissism, good and bad people. How we function spiritually, emotionally, mentally, beings wise. That's why 98% of my followers on all my platforms are females, and 2% are males, because there are actually some men that want to work themselves. A lot of them don't, because they don't do self accountability, all this bullshit alphas on the manner in the show. With the people like, yeah, I don't care about that talk. Like, if you don't want to do self accountability, then blame the women for your situation. Blame your baby moms, the child trauma. Blame, point the finger. Point the finger at. That's cool. Don't do self accountability. That's definitely your choice. But you won't ever be in a healthy relationship, and that's the shit. A lot of people want relationships, right? But are they ready for it? That's how I want to go live. Like, you want it, but are you ready for love? You want love, but are you ready for it? If you're in toxic love relationships, for the most part, if that's what you've been consistent with, toxic love, for the most part, you don't know what love is. Dead ass, and that's the shit. Like, you gotta be very cautious getting involved with people, because the intent is not to hurt people, because hurt people. And that's not your intent. But if you get triggered, easily get triggered, you can't do all my conversations. If you feel it, you can't open your mouth, then how am I supposed to vibe with you, talk with you, if you can't open your mouth? And that's why it's called what? Communication, talking and vibing, comprehension. You don't have to comprehend right away, but you be, hey, this bothers me, but I'm not in the mood to talk about it because I'm actually bothered, triggered. Maybe tomorrow, next couple of days, we can talk about the subject. Cool, hey, A for effort, Not just, I'm okay, even though your face says you're mad, body language, energy says you're mad, and then I can't talk to you. That's not healthy at all. And as an individual, I want to be in a toxic relationship. If you can't talk to me, all my conversations, I'll be your friend, associate, not your partner. Not ever. Anyone that does those relations, I pray for them. That's it. I did that for 39 in my life, blessed at 42, 18 at heart. I just tell a story now. Not a victim, not a worry survivor at all. And that's how me therapy. A lot more to come. And petty words get people in the feelings, And these words is, it's a conversation. Why you put tattoos in your face? Well, because it's 2023. Man's voice is not powerful. So, in therapy, petty, simple words. So, if you're God's side, positive side, which typically the women are, love, empathists, empath, you're proud and humble. Lucifer's side, the bad side of us, typically us men and boys, hate, narcissists, pride, ego, lust, power. So with that said, if you're more bad than good, awesome. I'll tell you bad. If you're more bad than good, that's bad. If you're more good than bad, that's awesome. You're working yourself. But everyone's got BPD, empathy, the intent to work on ourselves if we choose to want to, which is our choice as individuals. That's the shit. Everything falls on you as an individual. You have your child trauma, you have shit going on in life, correct. But the thing is, if you don't want to work on yourself, then why do you want to keep blaming others for your mistakes? And no one's perfect. We have our flaws, most definitely. But that's why you observe your environment. Every day above ground, what do you want to do with your life? Go to work, cool. But is your work environment good? Is it healthy? Are your bosses cool with you? Co-workers cool? If you bump heads with somebody at work, why are you bumping heads? Why don't you, if there is an altercation, A and B in relationship, friendship, situation, whatever situation is, go to the source. Like, what's up with you? Like, is there a problem with us? Because everyone's gossiping about us. You know how our work areas to be gossiping shit. The valley, community-wise, city, they be gossiping about you. So why don't you go to the source that, hey, John said, Bill said, Maria said about this. Like, cool, let me go to Maria. I'm not going to go to my family and friends. I'm going straight to the source. What's up with you? How you doing? This is what I heard that you've been saying about me. And they'd be like stuttering John, because for the most part, a lot of people talk, but they're scared to have a conversation. But like, I'm not against you. I actually want to know why you saying what you're saying about me. And so on and so on. And then you got to respond. They get scared, run away, like, oh, cool. I just came to you, the source. I have nothing against you. Apparently, you have something against us. So let's figure this shit out, squash it right away. Because if not, then it cause the C3Z party to gossip and cause a snowball effect. People start beefing over our situation, not their situation. And so on, And that's the ish. So just like tell people, man, just open your mouth. Don't be scared of conversations. But 95% of you is born codependent. Scared of words, feelings, and mind conversations, especially like on different platforms. That's why I don't go live on certain platforms, because TT is the main one. But with that said, too many butterfly unicorns. That's why I don't do lives there no more. There's pointless for me in my situation. And as an individual, I call out the whole universe. Like, don't be shy, jump on the live. Let's have mind conversation. Teach me why relationships fail, why breakups suck, why you destroyed in life in general, why you dying over one person. Many fish in the sea, quote unquote, but you're trauma bonded, stuck like Chuck on one person. Especially if you have no kids, the door's right there. You can fucking leave, man, whenever you want to. But why don't you leave? What is holding you back from leaving from that toxic relationship? And that's the shit. And for sure, yes, I get it. I make it sound hella easy. But remember, the more people in your support team, everyone's your best. Everyone's your therapist counselor because you're talking about Bible and the support team, right? But like I was telling my one-on-ones, the best therapist, counselor, psychiatrist in the universe is who? You, the person in the mirror. I don't know what you're thinking and vice versa, but if you tell me your story, you have your own thing going on, I can elaborate what you're thinking about because more likely I was doing what you was doing with. That's why I'm a model for everyone in the universe. Your pain is my pain. I died like you died. Because no one deserves to get destroyed as kiddos, be bullied shit in school and then in relationships. Because relationships can make you, break you, definitely destroy you. And when they destroy you, you question your self-worth, you worry about rejection. You have your walls hella high, you don't know how to trust no one, and you become introverted like crazy, and then what? How you supposed to evolve in life? That's the shit. Like, don't use traditional ways of putting walls up. Use fences. A wall, you can't see nobody. If you have a potential to have a friend associate as a support team that can reach out to you, the downfall if you push everybody away, how can it be a part of the support team? It's not forced upon, it's a simple conversation, right? And maybe potentially you might have a good partner by your side that wants to help and guide you as a potential partner, and they won't guilt on you. And they'll just tell you, hey, we can try this relationship, but remember, it's called communication and comprehension. You don't have to comprehend, but talk to me. That's the shit a lot of people, I want love, got feelings. Yeah, if you can't control your heart feelings, don't be in a relationship. Don't be in a relationship. You'll get destroyed. You push people away, they push you away, then what? Back to square one. Again, dying and crying on your knees. In this lifetime, how many times do you want to fall on your knees and die about one individual? A zillion fucking people in the universe and one person dying and crying about. Make that shit make sense, And that's the shit. That's the shit, man. You gotta be ready for a relationship. A lot of people, to trigger the universe, 95% of you're not ready for it. Think is not knowing at all. I promise you that. So, if you're ready, they're ready, awesome. You become a power couple, quote unquote, which is kind of rare nowadays, especially with social media. This phone, a zillion fucking options. And if I'm in a fit with my partner, right, she's being funny, I can go anyone DMs. Or scenario, even better, at fucking work, at Starbucks, at the gas station. It's always a simple conversation. If I'm mad, bitter, etc., the intent is that you don't bring your problems to work. You don't bring your problems to the streets, quote unquote. So with that said, when people say I'm mad, I'm bitter, etc., see my feelings, you okay? I just keep lie, yeah, I'm good, quote unquote. Until they finally, is everything okay at home? It's a simple question like, well, home's all right, just my ex, my girlfriend, she's being funny. I tried to talk to her. She thought I was yelling, she said I can't talk to her, she thought I was a hot-headed person. And from there, the intent is just to be an open-mind conversation, no past your boundaries, learn respect. But if you can't control your heart feelings, you can catch feelings really fast. And then you have the body language, tone of voice, locking eyes, the physical touch, and then go from a hug to making babies. And that was not your intent, but it can happen really fast if you can't control your heart feelings, aka your lust. So you gotta be very cautious with that situation. And that's where you have, if I have a wife, I got my housewife at home, but we're bumping heads, and I got my work wife at work. Happens all the time. And everyone at work knows scenario. Let's say I'm in a relationship, the work wife, she's in a relationship because she, talks relationships. Fuck, entanglements everywhere. Everyone that births this shit, and no one says shit about it at all. No one gets checked. Fuck, it ain't my business. Fuck, it's not your business, but you can, don't you have a wife and shit? Why don't you talk to your wife and figure that shit out? If not, then just squash it with her. Because cheating on her isn't to destroy the situation. It's going to hurt really bad. Probably hurt you too, but more her-wise, and so on and so on. Because no one deserves to do fucking infidelity bullshit. Cheating, entanglements, all this shit, my tattoos in my hand, that shit sucks. Because one person probably dedicated, which typically the female is, for the most part, empathetic. What she offered me, love, lust, communication, comprehension. She's with me 1,000. She don't see nothing but me wise, right? I already comprehend the situation. Women ain't the issue. Yes, you do have narcissistic women, common sense. I already know that part. But not a lot of them. Us men are the more of the issue, aka boys, because we're raised to not express our feelings, talk about them, man the fuck up. Don't express your feelings because you're a bitch. All that corny blue pill talk, like, bro, no, you're not gonna involve in life, especially with your partner if you don't talk to your partner. And that's why you gotta be careful because you can't fix it or save me. I can't fix it or save you at all. The only person gonna do it for you is who? The person in the mirror. That's it. no therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, drugs, alcohol, pills, and then cherry on top God. God can't fix you or save you. According to Bible talk, right? He could. But it's our journey. It's our journey. He gave us free will. The Bible's right there. All the answers right there. It's just old school terminology wise. Bring to modern times, it's a support team, hold your hand, guide you so you don't feel alone. And it's fucking beautiful when you have a support team. By yourself, yeah, you won't make it, I promise you that. Bottle the fuck up, massive smiles, introvert, walls are fucking 10,000 miles high. You're gonna be single for fucking 5, 10, but maybe the rest of your life. Because you've been so broken that you don't trust nobody in the universe. So you just maintain, go to work, job, set a car, keep it humble, but I'm a homebody. Give people shit, live with your cats and dogs, and that's it. Single for fucking years to be because you're scared to, yes, get involved with somebody. I get a risk. Fuck yeah, it's a major risk, right? But with that said, a simple conversation. What am I doing in life? Bullshit talking, right? Telling a story, so on and so on. So with that said, and I'm just holding your hand, guiding, forewarning you what you're about to get into. That's why as an individual, Matrix talk, right? Because Matrix is the best analogy for what's going on in the universe-wise. Blue pillars, shit on life. You just maintain, it is what it is, living wild, living with spiritual world, right? But what do y'all focus on? Mammy bullshit. Race, religion, politics, COVID, man versus women, high value men, high value women, what color is your Bugatti, drugs, alcohol, pills, war, Russia, Ukraine. That's mammy bullshit. That makes money, entertainment, keeping you feeling top of your feelings as an individual. You want to ever evolve in life. Ever evolve in life. And I pray for you. That's gonna go on my day. Red pillars, 3D70 red pill. Take the red pill, pick the matrix, because there's more to life than just toxic relationships. Just working, be miserable as fuck, have kids, and being like, okay, well, in the movies, it's supposed to be a family, might pick a fence, all lovey-dovey shit. Yeah, it's not happening. Fuck no, it's not happening. And then you stay there for many years to be. Stay for the kids, the religion, because the culture, his family, my mom did it, auntie did it, fuck it. Go for the man-made title. And my first baby mom, 12 years, man. Remember that in time when you work on yourself, you cannot get nor buy back what? Love, time, and emotion. When you comprehend that, why are you wasting wrong individuals in your environment, especially by your side? If you have nothing in common, which is beautiful, he's on point, he's got 6 figures, cool, man, made bullshit. Did you know that? But that's, you can't have conversations at all. Can't do shit, y'all bumping heads, opposites attract, here we go. And if you already know that shit's going to shit really fast, why are you there for him? Well, maybe in time they can change. Potentially, but you can't, you don't change yourself for no one at all. You do it for yourself. The intent to work on yourself changed for the better before you get involved in a relationship. If not, then I pray for you and that's it, and I go on my day. As a friend associate, I'll pick up 1,000 times. Not as a partner. I can't face you or save you. And women get, my DMs get, and the feelings about that, well, I like you. You can like me all you want. I'm not a virgin. You can ask me whatever you like. I'll tell you everything about I. But as an individual, especially social media, bro, be sure to come investigate. Go to all the profiles, what they're about. If you don't, I don't party and kick it. I don't run the streets, etc. Why? So let's say she does, and nothing against her. That's her lifestyle. But queen, you're on point, you're beautiful, good job, etc. But your lifestyle, my lifestyle are opposite. It's not even gonna work out at all. I go out once in a while, right, but if you can't control your liquor, shit happens, blaming the alcohol, altercations happen, I'm not getting involved in the mix. I'll be a friend associate. Why don't you be with somebody that parties and kicks it? Y'all could do your thing and that's it, and I go on my day, That or when I want to catch feelings, by the time, hey, queens, I'm holding your guy as a friend associate. I do free therapy, life coach, but remember to control your hard feelings. You can potentially catch them, but if you don't control them, then I'm just letting you know up front, there is no potential, there is no potential. I don't care how beautiful you are, BBLs, OnlyFans, Kim Kardashian money. You got money instead of the fame, but you're still being codependent. I have to pick you up 1,000 times when your mom gives you shit, child trauma. Father give you shit, child trauma. Your ex give you shit, still traumatized from that situation because you potentially forgave them. Obviously, you can't forgive, but did you let them go? And the intent is you let them go. I say you have to trigger, you should want to. Because if you don't let them ex go, then you bring the past to the present, self-sabotage it. If you're triggered, whatever, your ex giving you shit, parents are giving you shit, bad day at work, stuck in traffic, and then you take it out on I'm your punching bag, then you have the corny-ass line with your self-sabotage relationship. How so? You're just like my ex. Drop that corny-ass line, your shit's over, done deal. When someone disrespects respect, especially relationships, very broke loyalty, trust, and love, all that can offer you now is what? Toxic love, lust, drama, trauma bonds, and trauma. That's it. Take the L, walk away, save yourself if you choose to want to, which is your choice. So what are you going to do about the situation? And that's the ish. And that's why, once again, as an individual, I'm always judging everybody for who they really are. Oh shit, blue pill talk, only God can judge. Rebel talk, God gave us free will. Brown person with tattoos, what do you think about? Gangbang, my first drug, little hoodlum. I don't hurt my feelings. I want you to judge me, not read me. What do I talk about? What's my platforms about? When I'm live, am I talking about blue pill talk? I'm talking about gangs, sinking the mind, partner, kicking, all that corny shit. That's blue pill shit. I don't care about that gangs. I pray for them, that's it. What's going on? I pray for them, that's it. What do you want? Why am I talking about that? Waste my energy on mammy bullshit. I'm not getting nothing. Oh, what up, Z? How you doing, man? How's it going? Welcome to live. How was your weekend? How's the kiddos? How's life? You know, that's the shit. I don't focus on that. That will not ever. You won't ever evolve in life with that situation at all. I promise you that. But you can try to, but that's for you, baby, with people like you was. If not, then, you know, as an individual, just friends and associates, no more than that. Kids are great. Life is bad. Life is bad. Why is it bad? I'm asking. If you want to talk about it, you don't have to talk about it. You know, it's about respecting your boundaries every which way. And with that said, see, I always verbalize your boundaries. I tell my when I went straight up, I'm a blessed individual. Went through my healing, awakening, eventually woke journey. So I'm blessed. So I make it sound hella easier. So if I pass boundaries, if I say something incorrectly that triggers you, please verbalize your boundaries. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. You can't. You hurt your feelings to yourself if you don't open your mouth. And I can see on the conversation, whatever's triggering you was, and then you get off the live, get off the session, the one-on-one, and I'd be, oh, what's up with you? Like, you know, you okay? I'm good. Like, well, why'd you get off the live? Why'd you get off the one-on-one? You know, we're talking good. You know, remember that as everybody, right? It's all about respecting your boundaries. So please verbalize, and it takes time to do that, to verbalize your boundaries. Learn how to say no, because if not, then keep people pleasing, arrows that don't use you and abuse you, then what? And the downfall is when you're empathetic, the good person, what do? You see the good in people first. That's your flaw. Don't do that. See the good in yourself first and foremost, then them, and then match cards up if they're gonna match the energy or take the energy. If they're gonna take it, why do you allow them to take it? That's my kid, that's my parents, my baby moms, that's my friend. Whatever bullshit excuse you want to use, but if they're taking your energy, why do you allow it? That's the shit. That's the shit, man. That's why I'm just like like this weekend, it was Cinco de Mayo bullshit, right? Blue Pill talk. Everyone's gonna celebrate. I'm like, I don't celebrate blue pill stuff. That's irrelevant to me, guys. I just stay at home. I'll hear about the accidents, drive-bys, getting drunk, all that shit. It'll be on social media. It'll be on Facebook, IG, etc. Cool. I pray for them. That's it. And then here, look, they get mad at me. And something happens. I don't feel sorry for nobody. What? No empathy nor sympathy. I can shut that shit off. Why? Because this is little Mexico shit happens. Obviously, people can control the liquor and little gangbangers running around being wild. So I even tell my daughters, but yo, when you're seeing the mom, just be cautious. If you see little gangbangers, you know, be observant of them. If you see the altercation about to happen, some rivals, then get out of there, because nowadays all these Lucifer disciples use fucking guns because they're bitches like that, because they can't use their words, because they don't know how to talk. Their IQ level is a gun and their fist. Wreck-It Ralph, Modern Day K-Man. And they, you know, when they get locked up, yo, go to your dog kennel where you deserve to be. Maybe when you go, you can cool down and be like, damn, how did I get here? I didn't get here because I'm bored. I'm here for a reason. But they don't have to comprehend the reason. That's their choice. Nah, because you don't remember for the block, man-made bullshit. You won't ever own the color. You won't ever own the street, nothing. And the best part, you gangbang my first drug dealers, you're scared of the police. Why? Oh, that's right, because they can throw you in a dog kennel whenever they want to. Yeah. So if you don't, leave the street life and shit, being a statistic, like I look at a statistic, then you blessed. You blessed individual. And with that said, that downfall of blue pillars talking bullshit, potentially might be going to California in another month, because I might potentially, meet somebody up there. A potential to be why we have an online conversation, but brown person with tattoos in California, I'm gonna probably get regulated quite a bit. Which isn't bother me because I got a sharp tongue. I gotta try to bite my tongue, It's just like, blue pillars. Like, just because I have tattoos doesn't make me a statistic, but I get it. Judge me, yes, not read me. And then tends not to trigger people because, I don't deal with blue pillars at all for the most part. And that's why as an individual, I'm here in Little Mexico. I live, stay at home, basically homebody-wise. The day I move back to Seattle or any suburbs in a different area, etc., chill with the white Asian Middle Eastern, the squares to the fullest, no problems there. They pull you for fucking jaywalking. I can see I live on the north side. I got pulled over time for racial profiling. Brown person with tattoos, You know, a lot of racial cops up there and shit. But I rather deal with racial profiling and feel like, you know, the South Side drive-bys and bullshit. My kids can't walk the streets freely at all. You know, men and women are disrespectful. Fuck all that bullshit. That's loose. That the ghetto, the hoods. That's loose disciples. That's analogy. Hell on earth. Exactly what it is. Not all the people in the ghetto hoods are bad, but a lot of them are bad. When it comes to relationships, fucking, they're not ready for relationships. So I will be the friend associates. I will not be the partners. A lot of females from the ghetto hoods get offended when I say that. I'm like, yo, queen, I'm done against you. But with that said, if I'm gonna be with you, wise, and get to know you because you like me, like good stuff, but you're from the ghetto hoods and you haven't involved in life, I might as well go looking for my first baby moms. And because I know 12 years of her, you're all the same for the most part. There's good in you, yes. There's love in you, yes. But you don't know what love is, so why would I have you by my side? I want to be friend associates, online conversations. So you're working yourself, and then maybe in time you can, when you have the funds to, leave the ghetto hoods. But analogy, you could leave the ghetto hoods, but the hood leave you. That's the question. Can you put your pride and ego away? Or if there's an altercation, you're ready to go, you know, blue pill talk, YOLO, catch a case, no problem. Like, don't do YOLO. You know, you only live once. That mentality, you always gonna get fucked because your pride and ego, you always gonna get altercations. And you probably go to jail, but you love your family, you love your kids. Make that shit make sense. No, be a red pillar. You live every day, you only die once. You avoid trouble, keep it love, respectful to everybody wise. Best as. And yes, you can't control people's actions, but you can control your environment every day above ground. You know? Like scenario, if I live in an area that's rough and then I go to the gas station, but it's always a ghetto ass gas station. But if I go down like 4 or 5 blocks, yes, gas is not cheap, it's a little farther, but guess what? No altercations. So common sense, you should go to where it's, you know, it's safer, quieter, chill, more squarish. There's no problems there. Or save a couple of pennies, but you know, altercations, wrong place, the wrong time, all that corny bullshit. That's more power to you, you know. So yeah, don't do it to yourself, but that's definitely your choice. That's why everyone just want to say that. Because a lot of people don't, you know, they don't understand that every day above ground, you have choices in life to do right or wrong, happy or bitter, hate. It's all on you as an individual if you want to work on yourself, if you want to progress in life. Or massive smiles behind you dying crying and point the finger at everybody in the mother but yourself. Like, yes, there's situations that's not all your fault, it's a lot of their fault. But think about it really deep. About how did I get into the altercation? Why did this happen? You know? Like my situation last Saturday, car accident. Haven't had one for 20 years and shit, man. Lucky it didn't freeze out because, you know, I'm like tell Lucifer, baby boy, it's not my time to go yet. Body's banged up, bruised up, but I avoid the situation. But that's why I say, you know, hurt people. At the back of this hoodie, actually. And how so? I tell the officers, go check on this cats over there, probably young cats, whatever, because they're probably drinking and driving. Yep. Definitely were. So I tell them, see, they hurt people. So they're young. Probably got their breakups, child trauma, all the bullshit and bullying and shit. Because one cat was 21, then it was 22. Then they hurt my father and I. Lucky I was in control of the situation, best as, but it's not my time to go yet. So it's to everybody, yo, and it's deeper than that, like, well, why are you drinking? Why are you high, etc. There's a reason behind the situation. No one put a gun in your head to get high, get drunk. That was your choice. Sorry, I got scars and shit. Fuck. I was premeditated. Everywhere I tried. So you thought about that shit. And as individuals, yo, you gotta know what you're getting involved in, messing with drugs and pills and bullshit. Get behind the fucking wheel, like, yo, you can take people out. You might fucking literally take, you know, let's say scenario, you know, they were driving, we still were driving high speed and shit, but I've been paying attention. They hit us head on. For sure, our bodies be broken. Maybe let's say scenario, they kill my father, kill I. And then when they sober up and they're fucking jail, yo, by the way, you feeling better? Cool. Last night, you was drunk, high as hell, etc. And you took out, you know, killed 2 people, so you're about to go to prison for manslaughter. And they're about to fucking have 21 years old going to prison, the big boys for manslaughter because they got hired drunk and shit. Yeah. So I tell everybody, man, y'all go through shit in life, reach out for help, ask for fucking help, man. Questions. But if you can't put your pride, ego away, you're not gonna ask nobody at all. Then what? Blame everybody once again. Point your finger at everybody. Do deflection, projection. That's definitely your choice, but you know, the shit is you gotta work on yourself. Oh, what up, baby? How you doing, miss? How's it going, man? Welcome to the live. And that's the ish, man. That's why I do my lives. Free therapy, life coach. I just tell a story. That's all I do every day above ground, tell a story. That's all I do. And I love telling the same story because I'm trying to simplify life for the whole universe. I don't have to say none of this at all. I can keep it to myself, be selfish, right? And watch the world suffer, and not say nothing at all. Walk in the streets, people talk relationships, keep it to myself. Like, I used to be them fuck it, you know what? I'll keep it to myself. I ain't gonna say shit. Let them fall in the face. Let them learn the hard way. Blooper talk, like, that's just very. I believe that's very unjust. That's why I decided 3 years ago to tell a story. Because why? I can still. It's highly impossible. I'm the only one saying this whole universe. Highly impossible. So with that said, the other ones that are woke stay quiet. Maybe they help people locally and that's it. But they know these answers. What I just said. Everything on my tattoos. They've been knowing this, but maybe they worry about people narcissism might off their dome for saying too much. I don't know. I really don't know what the excuse is. I think it's just my personal opinion. The ones that are woke like my level, 1% of the universe, like, yo, like, you're hella selfish. Like, you can help people around you, and on social media, use the phone correctly. Fuck, what am I doing? This is networking. I don't have to be on social media at all. I don't have to get my tattoos. I don't understand none of this shit at all. But I'm telling a story to guide you, forewarn you, give scenarios, options. So we get an altercation. You're about to get a relation with somebody. Yeah, he or she's on point, but see past the looks. Yes, be attracted for the potential to be, but how are they inside? Are they broken, ugly, lost, healing inside? Are they matching energy, taking energy? If they are taking your energy, why do you allow it? Why are you chasing people in life? I need them. You don't need no one to respect yourself. The only person you need is you, person mirror. The only person needs us, adults, is who? Kids, because they're not old enough to get a job, roof over their head, and a car, a whip to maintain the matrix. You can't beat the matrix, you just maintain the matrix. I just told you the answer. Roof over your head, a job, and a car, that's it. You're maintaining. Don't matter if you fucking work at McDonald's and shit. As long as you're happy, you blessed, who gives a fuck what they say about you? I want a high value man. Yo, I love my job, I'm cool. How many people, men and women, they're fucking quote unquote high value but miserable as fucking relationships? Have all the money and power, miserable as fuck. And they bitch about all my mental health, insomnia, anxiety, depression. Like, I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. You have all the money, power in the world. I don't give a shit. You're a gangbanger, mafioso, military. I don't care what you are. You have money and power. Why don't you go get some therapy, counseling wise? Why don't you go on social media, ask for help? I guarantee you on social media, 1,000 people will respond to you. You have the best people on these platforms if you ask the correct questions. And from there on, you can potentially progress in life. If not, then sit in your feelings for many years to be. I pray for you, and that's it. As an individual, it's me 39 years of my life, blessed at 42. So the last 3 years of my life, blessed as fuck. May 3rd, 2020, I died. 3-year anniversary for myself. Love it. I have actually for my ex-wives. I love you for leaving me, because I do love her for leaving me. Because if she didn't leave me, we did 7 years together, misery-wise, right? Toxic relationship. We could done 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Fuck that shit. No. I told deadass I love you for leaving me. Hell yeah, because I fell back. I didn't do a lot of men do it. Boys go body hop in the whole phase. No, I fell back, worked on myself. Like, yo, why did the relationship fail? Why did it turn toxic so fast? What was my red flags? What was her red flags? And figure this shit out. I had a support team, which I love them to death, because without them, I'll be like, I'll be like a lot of you guys, still struggling with your mental health, still struggling with anxiety, depression, still stuck on your ex, like ex for a reason. So why are you wasting energy on your ex-wives? They're talking shit. Let them talk shit. Who cares, If you allow them to hurt you with their feelings, with petty-ass words, in your mansion, your ex owns that door of pain. You won't ever evolve in life at all, because you allow them to take your energy. Well, don't do that to yourself. That's your analogy. Anything that stresses you in life, anything that makes you, that's negative in your life, depression, anxiety, stress, and bullshit, that's your hell on earth. Anything that makes you positive, that's positive, happy, picture up when you're down, that is your heaven on earth. So why don't you focus on positivity wise? If you're down, I'm sad, depressed, my ex left me, I left them, I feel like going back to them, but I'm struggling with my emotions. So I have a support team, because then we pick you up when you're down, so you can progress in life. Remind you, remember, it's day by day and baby steps. I'm here for a reason. I have a tat on me for a reason, because that's all it is. It's not a race, no marathon wise, right? But the more people you support me, you express yourself. They're all these therapists, counselors, every which way. But the best therapist, counselor in the universe is who? You, the person in the mirror. Because why? I don't know what you're thinking, and vice versa. So grab this cell phone. If you can't see yourself in the beginning, I get it. Been this right hurt, I get it. So do audio blogs yourself. Because you can do journaling. Yes, that's a lot of writing. I'm a geek tech. I can do the type of it. Type is even a lot of energy-wise. Why not just boom, push the button, easy as fuck. Record yourself. Do audio messages. First, audio blog yourself. And when you take this the courage to do so, then you do video blogs. The cool thing about video blogs, which I recommend about video blogs, is you can study yourself. You can study yourself every fucking which way, because if you can't talk to yourself on this camera, this phone, then what? Oh, what up, Fresh? Good, man. How you doing, man? How's it going? Welcome to the live. How was your weekend? You know? Then if you're struggling, it's okay to struggle now because remember, you're struggling for now. In time, you can actually study yourself. And that's the cool thing with video blogs because you can fall back. And it's like, damn, I was going 6 months ago, I was going through a breakup. I was fucked every which way. I was going through it pretty bad. Now, 6 months later, I feel better. I'm not really focused too much on my ex. There you go, progression. That's awesome. So that's the intent to be on that point, you know? So that's why I do my lives. This is what I do. I've been doing for almost 3 years now. So I'll keep doing this in my last dying breath because I'm just telling a story. And thanks to Fresh, you know, potentially I might get paid off there on the Bigo side. That'd be awesome. I'll tell you, the intent for me was to get paid back to universe, get back to the girls, women, and single mothers' wives, every which way because single moms have it the hardest for sure. And there's sometimes you have women that are in narcissistic relationship wise where they're, you know, they don't work, they don't drive. Not really gonna say this, but you know, it's like handicap mode because like they're codependent of the man for the dollar, etc. Wise, so they just can't get up and leave that toxic relationship. So they have money and power, get back to them, you know, I could definitely do that. So, oh 2 seconds, guys. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I was going to ask you to proofread the Excel spreadsheet wise. And then the processor, it's 8.7, so it's only at 0.08, so 0.087, correct? For the taxes? Oh, is it? So did you leave that what it was at? 0? 0.08? Oh, well, I just left it alone. Well, initially it was 0.08, but then I saw the address. Okay. Okay, so look for the Bridgeport one and change the tax for that one? Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm South, yeah. I was just... Oh, it's just, well, I'll see if I can call him tomorrow. I was like, yeah, I can just draw the money off here. You got to the 10th. I'll call him tomorrow. Like, okay. But we'll be right here. Oh, I'll get tell him tomorrow, no problem. For sure. Oh, yeah, I'll tell him for sure tomorrow. For sure. Washington State. Cool. Let's see. So I just put Bridgeport, Washington State tax, right? That's about it? Okay, cool. I'll do that, then I'll change it. Oh yeah, sales tax, yeah, that's 8.4. My bad. Cool. I'll do it right now, and I'll send it to you right now, okay? How about? Bye. Sorry. I'm still at work. Oh, maybe I have to jump up to live. Let me see. Well, I guess I gotta close that because it just booted me out completely. So maybe that's a big old thing where you can yeah, you guys, can you guys see me, guys, or not? Because it's like hella dark on my side. If you guys are here still here, let me know. Because once again, like my boss is calling me to try to get on and off wise. So I just closed the app and reopened the app. So I guess the live's still going apparently. 1.4. So I'm gonna just do a quick little adjustment on here real fast. Shoot, I don't know if I'm live or not. I can't even close it. That is really weird. I don't know what's going on with my Beagle. I don't know if it's being funny. There we are. Hey, you guys, can you guys see me by chance or no? I believe you guys can, but I don't know. Let me see. Oh yeah, you guys can. Sorry, I had to get off the live for a second because my boss was calling me. So I'm still new to Beagle as far as going live. So typically I just do a phone call and back into the live, but it didn't want to grab it. So I guess I just double, triple tap the back screen, and here we are. So, but yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, so yeah, I think I'll be on a little bit longer, then I'll get off because I gotta work. I mean, go home. Gym therapy. Now you gotta take care of the body, so the body takes care of you. And with that said, stress is a killer because you could be a gym brat, physically fit, but get car accidents, the body ain't shit, the vessel ain't shit. Get bruised up, hurts hella bad. Break bones and shit, it hurts hella bad. But even with that said, you could be a gym brat, but how you doing in your mansion, spiritual, emotional, mental wise? That's it. It's like me. Other athletes, they give me shit. Like you added shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm trying to go to the gym. I fluctuate wise because I'm doing a lot of one-on-one social media. I'm looking at my pod, so I'm multitasking wise. So I do make time to go to the gym. By the time I have to give them shit, but hit out. You're a gym brat, right? Let's say you're yoked up like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff, right? Male, female, right? You're yoked up physically, but how you in your mansion, spiritual, emotional, mental, how you work in your mansion, how you close the doors of pain. And they're like, what do you mean by that? Well, and I say 95% of the usage you're broken codependent. Why? Because in your mansion, all the doors are pain wide open. Why? Because you haven't let go of your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. That's why you have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicide thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. The bottom says triggers, all couple letters. What? Overthinking, reactive abuse. If you don't know what reactive abuse is, that's when you become verbally and potentially physically abusive with your partner, a situation, and yourself. Because a lot of people, go through breakups and shit, and they gas and manipulate. So they want the partners trying to break up with them, so they start hitting themselves and shit, causing the scene. So when they the partner says, don't leave, you leave me, I'm gonna off my dome. All that corny bullshit. So they tend not to get to that point, but they can't get to that point. So I tell them the gym brats. So with that said, I just told you the answer. So how you doing in your mansion? You doing good, or are you crying about depression, my mental health? Like how you got a physical fit body, but you're still spiritual, emotional, mentally broken in which way? Because you're weak in your mansion, you're weak. But remember, to trigger you're weak, and to trigger them, well, I'm weak, you're weak for now. But it's for now. It's whenever you want to work yourself. If you choose to want to, which is your choice. This conversation is not forced upon them at all. You say I'm crazy, it don't hurt my feelings, I'm crazy, I'm blessed. But you're saying, and you bitch about my mental health, my anxiety, depression, my child trauma, my parents left me. Like, right? People go to shit in life. They can leave whenever they want to, right? What should you do when you're turning to drugs, vaping, drinking for all your pain? Well, if I say a name correctly, or Lee, I just say Ley, or I just call you. How about L? To be simple. I don't know if I said the name incorrectly, but try not to fall to mammy bullshit, drugs, alcohol, pills, because all it does for you, speaking 1,000, all it does is numb you up. Dead ass. Analogy, like scenario. If my addiction was alcohol, right? I'm alcoholic. So I love to say this because it triggers people, but I just break it down to elaborate, right? No, you said it right. Thanks. Okay. Lie. I apologize. I'm really bad with names. I'm good with faces, abbreviations, nicknames, but I'm really bad with names, so I apologize. But anyways, let's say I was an addict to the bottle. So I haven't actually. I'll probably get it tatted on me wise, but it's an analogy wise. Whatever your addiction is, analogy. The bottle doesn't need you. You need the bottle, right? Because whatever you fall to, vaping, drugs, pills, is man-made bullshit. You go to the store, it don't call your name. In your head it does, right? Because you become codependent of it, so it numbs you up. So once again, if I was addicted to alcohol, I was right the bottle. So I could be found right talking to myself, Rito, you feeling good? Every morning after I sober up, whatever, my hangover's gone, I'm feeling good, I'm sober for whatever half an hour situation is wise. So it's like an analogy. But remember, my mansion, all the doors are pain wide open, right? Because I just told you the answers. So my problem with that, we're problems. See all the doors are pain in the mansion? They're all wide open. Remember, but you don't have to fix all of us in one day. It's highly impossible. But, just try one door at a time. Even if you don't close it officially because you forgive, not forget, and you let go. A lot of people forgive, communication, they did me dirty, etc. My parents left me, etc. My ex did me wrong. That's communication. You know that. You're going through the situation. Obviously, you can't forget the feelings, the situation happened. The second hardest part, you gotta let go. Say have to, the trigger, you should want to let go. Because if you don't let go of that, that's when you're doing communication to yourself, aka comprehension, then you forgive, not forget, let go, then you do closure for yourself. In your mansion, your ex, that door of pain that he or she owns, you finally close it. You comprehend why the relationship failed, what was your red flag, self-accountability, what was theirs, why was the relationship toxic, and the intent is to take your notes and knowledge of the situation. I believe to share your wisdom with the universe. And with that said, next time you observe the red flags, don't collect red flags, collect green flags, and all the answers are in your face. So with that said, I tell the analogy, If I was drunk, yo, Rito, you feeling good? You're not high, right? You're not drunk, etc. You're sober. So with that said, once again, we're problems. You don't have to fix all of us, but just one door at a time. Or if not, you don't have to. Remember, that's your choice. God gave you free will. Go back to your bottle. Go back to your pills. Do what you got to do to numb up for your last dying breath. We have the same conversation every day above ground. You're sober. Are you feeling good? I'm problems. I'm your anxiety. I'm your depression. I'm your ex. I'm your father. I'm your mother. So when are you going to forgive, not forget, and let me go? Close that door of pain. Not all of them. One of them at a time. If not, then remember, to your last damn breath and your dying bed, I'm still there for you. Maybe in the next lifetime, you can actually try working yourself because all you did was numb up, run from your body like Forrest Gump. And that's why what do? We wear the mask of smiles. I rocked that shit for 30 years of my life. That's at 42 now. So the last 2 years of my life, blessed. I don't need nobody. I want somebody one time, Co-parenting, seeing 5 or 8 kids. Tell a story now. That's all I do. So, and that's the intent. That's what the cool thing about social media. Telling a story, not a victim, not a warrior survivor. Initially, you can use the term because you're going through it, but in time when you evolve, healing, awakening, eventually woke journey, you're 1% of the universe. You show what God, Lucifer, universe. You comprehend what you went through, what everyone's going through. Now you just show that respect, every which is beautiful. That's the intent. So, true. Yeah, I know what to tell you. It's like, I'm blunt, keep it 1,000. Like, it's, I say, triggering addiction, loneliness, trauma bonds, all equal what? Codependency wise. All you ever needed was a person in the mirror. Who's that? You. That's it. You want people if they want you. If they're matching energy, you're not taking energy. If they're taking energy, why do you allow it? Once you started to love yourself or find that self-love, did your life change? Oh, 1,000. 1,000. Because now I stopped people pleasing. Like my flaw, my situation, especially when it comes to relationships, especially when you have your own personal family like me, single father, 2 baby moms. First one narcissistic, she's not in our daughter's life. I pray she's doing better, but supposedly if you're doing better in life, at least you don't have to talk to your baby father, quote unquote, but you can talk to our daughters at least, So my belief she's not doing better, but that's her choice. Nothing against her, right? Pray for she's doing better. Second baby moms, better friends in the partnership wise. So with that said, yeah, I'm not a people pleaser. I don't put like scenario if I ever get another partner by my side, and the intent is not to have more kids, but let's say we do. My partner, my kids come before my family, before anybody else, because my flaw was I was people pleasing. Put my family first, parents wise, and then siblings, their errands and bullshit, my customers, and now my girlfriend then, which is my second baby mom wise, and my kiddos, whatever they need for school, whatever she needs for the home, I put them last. So by the time I got to them, I'm very exhausted. And we got altercation because I just want to go to sleep, but she's like, well, we got to do this and this and this. I'm just like, yeah, but I did it to myself, not knowing because I was people pleasing. That's a no-no. That's how you self-sabotage relationships. And then if you get your family involved in your relationship, if you and your partner are blessed for the most part, no one's perfect. We do have our flaws, but y'all doing communication comprehension, you're blessed. Don't get your family involved in the situation. They might like my parents might not like my girl's parents might not like but as long as we know we're good to each other, we're not dating our fucking parents, we're dating ourselves, right? So, if not, then been there, done that. Self-sabotage relationships by people-pleasing, by allowing your family and friends to get involved in the situation. Do so, and when he or she leaves, you're gonna die. It's gonna hurt like pretty bad. I promise you that. But I tell you, it's got me for warning. That's all I'm doing. Mr. Moshi, what's up? Peace and blessings from the top of the world. Chicago tapping in. What's up, bro? Hey, how you doing? How's it going, brother? How's Chicago? The Windy City, Chi-Town. Hi from Washington State. It's either say Seattle, Washington, because if I tell you Yakima, Washington, where's that at? I'm 3 hours east from Seattle, but Seattle's a lot easier to say. So, for me, Seattle's my real home because Extroverts 2023 over there, and I love talking to Bible over there. Here where I'm from, Little Mexico, I speak Japanese. I'm considered crazy, especially in the Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards. I'm considered crazy, especially because I'm not the Cheddar culture. Like, you want to date us, especially the men, quote-unquote boys. If you're not Spanish, man, I forewarn the ladies every which way. Give me an hour of time, I'll blow your mind. I'll give you everything what you're about to get involved with Rico Suave. Because he's a machista narcissistic, he will destroy you with no remorse. And all the family knows what he's about to do to you, aka machismo, and they won't tell you shit at all, I appreciate your words. Oh, hey, gracias. No, hey, this is what I'm here for. Like, if you're younger than I am, like, all the stuff that I'm saying, all my one-on-ones I do, I remember I do free therapy life coach, I'm basically talking to myself, but a younger version, which is you guys, Everything I'm telling you is that if I had the opportunity to talk to myself at that age, I'll be saying everything I'm saying now, What's a narcissist? About my eyebrow, actually, I'm a form also. So basically, it's a self-centered person. A person narcissistic-wise, analogy to trigger people, your elusive disciples. Like, the worst ones the black market, which is this is not on Google, this is not on YouTube, not even in the DSM-5 book. You have a dark empath. That other person's empathetic, but they're using their narcissist traits, their bad side, pride and ego to battle people that are narcissistic wise. So I created a person you don't have by your side. It's called that lost empath, lost empathist. So that's the person that's, you know, the black market, gangbanging, mafiosos, drug dealers, racist, military cats, people from the block. Those people out there, losing disciples. Not all of them, a lot of them are. Especially from the ghetto hoods, a lot of them are. The men are really narcissistic as fuck. Destroy body, happen, manhood to the fullest. They can't be in a monogamous relationship. It's highly impossible. They don't love themselves. The women can be also the same level, but they actually have love in them. The downfall is they use to touch the love. They can't be in a healthy relationship. At least not yet, until they work on themselves. So when you're narcissistic wise, you're self-centered, you self-sabotage. Basically, you destroy everything you touch, analogy-wise, because you want a relationship, but you're not ready for it. And then you have your child trauma, right? So you become verbally abusive with people. Your analogies, the worst ones are the sociopath, psychopath, which that could be all of us. We all got BPD, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, and empathy, narcissistic personality disorder. That's not two simple questions. Why are you in feelings? Why do you get your petty ass little words, right? They're just fucking words. If I call you ugly, fat, and stupid, you ain't shit. Your parents don't love you. You know, no one's there to love you. You're gonna die alone. And I trigger you behind the screen and you hear my pod, my YouTube, etc. And I hurt your feelings and I don't know you from Adam, then you are struggling in life. Imagine the people you do know. Imagine you lose a side people narcissistic. They fear attachment, 1,000. That's kind of like someone with BPD. Oh yeah, and we all remember this. Everyone in the universe got BPD, empathy. Everyone does. You're not gonna go to a fucking therapist, counselor, and get diagnosed. Actually, make this shit make sense. How are you a therapist, counselor, psychologist? What's the way? Therapist, counselor, psychologist. There's another one, but anyways, and you're seeking therapy. I get it. You're hearing your client's stories about my child trauma. My dad whooped my ass. My parents leaving. My partner whooping the shit out of me. Whatever situation, and let's say they have worked themselves. They forgave, not forget, but they haven't let go of their fucking trauma and shit. They're getting triggered. So they might cut the session short, or you know, they switch the subject, etc. Because they're trying to fucking do deflection because they're not trying to get triggered and funny because they're supposed to be the professional. Or the session ends, they run to the fucking desk to get their fucking mammy pills. Oh, anxiety, depression pills, get their wine, get their booger sugar, whatever they got to do to fucking numb up. Because no one can fix you or save you. No drugs, no pills. Therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, and the cherry top boys and girls. Not even God. Well, the God Almighty, nope, He can't do that for you. At all. Read the Bible, 10 Commandments. As long as you live Jesus-like as an individual, then you are blessed as an individual. You see? That's why it emphasizes you. Not your mother, not your father, not your kids, you. Then you're blessed. But with that said, if your partner doesn't match your energy, then why are you with them? Because of kids, because of religion, because of culture? Yo, have you heard of co-parenting? Have you heard show them from a distance and so on and so on? Oops, sorry. Yeah, different attention. Yep. Do you have love in your heart? 1,000. Daniel, 1,000. Yeah, now I do. I've got shot a couple times. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Like, is it because your environment that you live in wise? You know, you gotta be careful with that. I've been to the hospital 6 times. Damn. Well, prayers that you evolve and not keep going to the hospital because hospital's not a good place to be. And then as far as it's scenario, if you live in a bad environment, like it's the ghetto hoods, that's Lucifer's disciples. That's his playground. Every which way. So if you can in time, the intent is to leave the ghetto. But even if you leave the ghetto, like they say, you know, you can leave the hood, but the hood leave you. You can't put your pride and ego away and be humble, proud and humble on God's side, love side. Then you live in the suburbs, you can still get altercations because, you know, the way you up in the ghetto hood, instead of wives, and I get bad environments and so on, blase, right? But with that said, that's why I tell every day above ground, what's your environment? If it's a bad environment, if you're old enough, what can you do about the situation? What are you gonna do to get out of the situation? Pardon me. Or if not, stay in it, which is definitely your choice. You can definitely stay there. That's your choice. It hurts. As far as what hurts, it's like obviously getting shot. That doesn't fucking feel good. I got in a car accident. I can't imagine getting shot. You know, you make music? Oh hell yeah, but us. Do you promote it by masking? Like, you know, on social media platforms, this platforms, whatchamacallit, you know, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. You know, because as an individual, my power, quote unquote, my gift is talking. If I got paid to talk, I'd be a ziner. You know, that's why I start pushing my pods more on my YouTube. Mentally, I take meds, schizophrenia. But remember that, so everyone can become schizo, sociopaths, all that good stuff. But the intent is that when you get triggered, remember to talk to yourself. A lot of people are scared to talk to themselves because you sound crazy. No. when you get triggered, right? Talk to yourself. Why am I mad? Why am I, why am I hate? Why you got depression? Why is my BP kicking in? What's wrong with my feelings? Like, why am I sad? I was doing good a minute ago, but people go, what? It's not sound crazy. Well, here's the kicker. You gotta talk to yourself, but you don't have to, because the word habits trigger. You should want to, because if you want to run from yourself, wear the mask, smiles, and pop the pills you want to. You can use all the meds you want to. All it does is numb you up. It can't fix you or save you. It's highly impossible. Because if that's the case, being that everybody on fucking meds and be all fucking Care Bears and shit, love each other, that's not the situation. So with that said, when you get triggered or you're getting triggered, you're getting angry, talk to yourself. Why am I getting angry? Cool, you don't know, look around your surroundings. What's your environment? Who are you by? Did you see a couple that was walking? You saw a couple that were arguing and shit, so that would give you a flashback of child traumas or your trauma with your ex's wives, and there you are. There's the answer. So get away from that scene and work on that. Forgive, not forget, and let go. Because if you don't let go of your past relationships, past traumas, the intent is not to bring your past to your present, and a lot of us want relationships, but if you're not ready for it, you will self-sabotage relationships. You potentially become verbally and physically abusive with your partner. That was not your intent to, but so if you can't control your narcissist traits, that bad side of you, usually was that hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power, then you're going to self-sabotage a lot of relationships. I promise you that. That's not your intent, but you shall. That's why nothing wrong being alone will beat you up to loneliness, because once again, trigger warning, addiction, loneliness, trombones, all equal what? Codependency. All you ever need was the person in the mirror. There's the answer for life. The real war in the universe is the person in the mirror. Not Russia, not Ukraine, not gangs, not mafiosos. That's blue pill shit, man-made bullshit. That is all man-made. That makes money. All the blue pill talk makes money, entertainment, and does what? Keep you feeling on top of your feelings. You won't ever evolve in life. Ever. I promise you that. You'll make money. If I want to be famous on social media, I would talk about blue pill talk. Black versus black. Crips and Bloods, Sureños Norteños, all this bullshit talk, blue pill talk. I can make $1 zillion off that, but what that says is not, you're not, I would never evolve in life in general, but I'll make money off the situation, most definitely. Because people, the blue pillers love that conversation. But here's the best part. People that teach about blue pill talk, race, religion, politics, all that shit, like, they get educated about man-made bullshit, right? But with that said, there's as an individual, let's say if I was educated about that bullshit, right? About gangs, mafiosos, Aztec, Incas, brown versus black, all that corny bullshit, blue pill talk, I can make money off social media wise, right? But that doesn't change, fix, nor save me. I'm still a crackhead. I'm still an alcoholic. I'm still a tweaker. Still in toxic relationships. Still want out my dome, but I can educate you about man-made bullshit. Why not take my energy off man-made bullshit and focus my energy on the person in the mirror to get my life back? Or not, numb up, run from your problems. Fuck it. Run from your problems. So you're off your dome or off someone else's dome or get an altercation. Because you're angry, hateful and shit, which I get it. Been there, done that, but not to the fullest. It's like off people's dome. Altercations, no, just being angry, yes. Doing reactive abuse where you cuss your partner out, kids out, yeah, I could definitely tell you about that. But that's why don't be too hard on yourself, because your parents didn't teach you what I just told you, then you're in a cycle, you haven't broke it. You gotta break it, which is definitely your choice, And when you start speaking positive and ritual, godly-like, Care Bears and shit, now they call you crazy. But you're not crazy, Every day I look in the mirror, I give myself affirmations. Yeah, most definitely. Family, 1,000. What's up, man? How you doing, Daniel? Oh, you're cool. Thank you, man. No, I'm just showing the respect to everybody so people don't feel alone. I'm like, on this phone, what am I doing? Lives, right? Free therapy life coach. You want to donate to the cause, cool. But with that said, I'm here for the universe. So, it feels so unjust to feel alone, especially the man, quote unquote, because as men, you don't express your feelings. You keep it to yourself. Don't be a bitch. Fuck all that bullshit. Like, especially because relationship, us men are more narcissistic. What do we offer? Communication. Communication, no comprehension, toxic love, lust, drama, trauma. That's it. We don't control lust. That's what we fucking do. Whole face, body hop, cheat, entanglements, all that bullshit, right? A partner talks to us, I'm good, leave me alone, I don't want to talk about it. And what's the woman offer? She's more empathetic, communication, comprehension, love, lust. And then if she's with me, 1,000. All she sees is eyes. She comprehends her beauty and lust everywhere, but that's just cosmetic. She knows what she has by her side. The downfall of men, aka boys, we don't church what we have by our side, and we fucking destroy them every which way. Yeah, that's not the intent. So that's why I tell stories. So you don't do what I did. A lot of us did, Have you ever put your words on paper? Oh, like me wise, no. Like I do canvases. Like in my hoodie wise. So I got this one. Just day by day baby steps. It says Free therapy life coach. And it says 3D cent repo. I'm about to put 1,000. The way I say 1,000 because I want everything from you. Like, don't sell me a dream. Keep it 100. How many people in your lifetime kept it 100 and used you for your love, kindness, money, everything? Your partners, your parents did you wrong, right? So, and this one's, I have this one. Day by day baby steps. The back of it says, cause I'm messing with vinyl now. I'm having fun with this. I ordered a lot of vinyl, so I'm gonna start doing canvases, hoodies. I gotta order some lids and stuff like that. But anyways, and more shirts. But with that said, that's what all my I'm saying. Like I have my tattoos, so I'll take my hoodie off, so you can see. But what you call it? Oh, thank you, mano. You don't have to, but thank you. But the intent is to finish all my tattoos this year. So 95% of my tattoos will be words, my passages, etc. 5% images. So I like my hashtags, Max name, love, respect, the second main moms. I let it go 80 days, 100%, 14, 17 days later, 1,000, I'll say 1,000% because when you forgive, not forget, and let go of your, everyone, you know, your ex, child trauma, you know, my mansion, etc. from NF the rap artist, oxymoron. I told her, I love you for leaving me, because I do love her for leaving me, because it hurt, yes, but I had to die. Blue pill talk, everything happens for a reason in life, right? Life's like a puzzle, you put the pieces together. You know, you gotta learn the hard way. I dislike that shit because if I'm saying what I'm saying at 39, not 42, I've been saying for 3 years now, there has to be other people that are older than I am that are fucking woke, but they keep themselves. They're selfish as shit. Like, nah, that's very selfish. Why not pass your wisdom and knowledge to somebody else? And they won't feel alone. They're fucking ahead of the game. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you ask your questions, I give you an answer right away, best as possible. Give you scenarios, options, you know, ideas. Because that's what I'd be telling myself if I had the opportunity to. I would potentially have an opportunity to fall on my face hard, right? But it's okay. Thank you, Mana, for the gifts. Thank you. So with that said, that's why I do what I do every day above ground. To my last dying breath, I will keep saying the same thing what I'm saying because I'm trying to simplify for everybody. And I'm trying to slow it down, and I get it. I apologize. I speak fast. So that's my flaw, quote unquote. But that's why, you know, please bear with me, wise. That's why when I catch myself, like today, I'm going to do a 12-minute you know, part series wise, because my big old live, my Twitch wise, I'm gonna add, you know, crop it, then add the subtitles because my flaw is I speak fast, I have an accent, I slur and I mumble a lot because I'm very, very exhausted. Every day bug ground, I see my cell phone, typically 98% of followers are females, so a lot of, you know, the same, as individuals, the same stories, but I love the stories. I don't get bored of them because, you know, I tell them, like, your opinion is my opinion, I died like you died. I know how that shit feels. I don't shed tears. When you control your energy, your heart feelings, you know, your sympathy, empathy for people, you won't shed tears. You shed tears at different times. Me, individual, I don't shed tears when I watch flicks because I dissect it to the fullest. Like, the answer's all there. Every book you read, everything you watch, you can see who's a square empathist, empath, circle narcissist, BPD, MPD, reactive user. It's all in your face, but if you're a blue pillar, you know, this conversation, it's just a flick. It's just a movie. It's a series and that's it. I'm like, no, it's actually deeper than that shit. It just gives you all the answers in your face. You just don't know that yet. So that's when you take the red pill, matrix talk. Now you start working yourself, you know. Nothing's wrong with being alone. Because remember, when you're alone, single, no one's verbally, physically whipping your ass. No one's cheating on you. You're on a probation officer. You can do what the fuck, whatever you want with whomever you want. Your choice. I'm not saying body hop. No, I'm not saying do the whole face. But, yo, date yourself. What? Date yourself. Because a lot of us, when you go relationships, especially your body hopping, you don't take time to heal at all, then you're body hopping, right? So with that said, every relationship you get into, wise, if you time to heal, you hurt yourself, you destroy yourself. You lose love for yourself because that's why when people ask you, what do you love to eat? I don't know. What do you do for fun? I don't know. You don't know shit about yourself because each relationship destroys yourself. And what do? We people please. We're worried that our partners might get mad at us if we try to be ourselves naturally, authentically wise. That's fucking very unjust, right? So we love what our partners love. Why do you think in fucking relationships you bicker over fucking food? Fucking food. Come on, man. You know? And that's the shit. Like, babe, what you want to eat? I don't know. Whatever you want, just name it. What you want to eat? And I'll be like, well, me, I love teriyaki. Once again, I'm the cheapest thing in the buy me teriyaki, I love you, right? So if that's it, I'd be on with teriyaki and get KFC. Like, nah, I just get KFC. So I go buy KFC, right? I come back and she wants teriyaki. So we had an altercation about the situation. Fuck it, I'm irritated because I had to go back and get a teriyaki. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm not even going to ask. I'll just buy teriyaki and KFC. And when I get there, I don't want either. I wanted this instead. Fuck, here we go, right? You can't, you're bickering over petty ass food. But remember, we're people pleasing. Like, yo, you do you, I do I, love, respect, and past boundaries. We good, we blessed, you know? And that's how it should be. Communication comprehended. I made diss tracks. Oh, no way, shut up. Do you post them on your Bigo by chance? If not, I tell you, if you're on like IG, Spotify, YouTube, let me know. I'll definitely follow you. I'm a boring person with a big heart. Hey, I'm the same way, brother. I call myself boring, but I love conversations. That like, a little Mexican used to watch them. Where I'm from, it's 1950 Rolodex times. 90% Caucasians, white folk, and then Hispanic Latinos. 10% POCs, but the mentality here is if I don't know you, I don't talk to you. If I talk to a female, it's called flirting and shit. I was like, now it's called a conversation, right? And with that said, 3 hours west from us, west of the best side, Seattle, my real home, fuck, extroverts. 2023, females are shoot their shot. They're not shy. They're not scared to ask me questions about my tattoos. This Saturday was the first market since last year. Since last, I think it ended in September last year. Yeah, I'm my new therapy wise. Just I'm hoodies and stuff. So like, yo, you do like life coach? You said free therapy? Like, yeah. Can I get your number? Like, yeah. I'm ready to do one-on-ones. I tell you, is this free? If you want to donate, that's on you. But I'll hold you and guide you, and have fun with the situation. That's all I do in life. I'm here for the girls, women, single mothers, and the men that actually want to work themselves. Boys, fuck, they're narcissistic, lose disciples, fuck, to use my narcissist traits, fucking your feelings. What? I give no fuck about your feelings. Tell your sob story and bullshit. I don't care. If you don't want to open your mouth and work on yourself, do a little self-accountability and shit. Now, I'm not saying do all of it today. No, some of it, then you're progressing. You're trying to do good in life. That's a positive, right? A for effort. But if you're like, nah, women are the problem, all this shit, I'm the alpha, I can fucking run the show, I got money and power, then do so, destroy people, but I don't want to hear you and your fucking feelings. Well, they always leave me out and the relationship break up. Well, yeah, because you're a douchebag. Simple as that. You lose a disciple, you destroy everything you touch, you just don't know that yet. So why don't you work on yourself to do better? Fall back. Nothing is wrong with being alone. What beats your ass is loneliness. What? You don't have a body by your side. So remember, the longer you're an individual, the more it's gonna hurt. So, and then you bring kids in the mix, you're gonna die. Fucking married, die. It's gonna suck, man. So that's that people. Remember this: no kids, no marriage can guarantee a long-term healthy relationship. Can't, highly impossible. The intent is supposed to, but it's not. It doesn't work out that way. Especially if you're at 25 and under. This cell phone, a zillion fucking options. That's why I have a title on my reason. Phone, social media, party, Jada Will Smith entanglement. Yeah, A and B relationship. That's it. Myself, Will Smith. And then have a girlfriend. It's A and B. It's not C through Z, August, anybody else. Anyone gets in a wrong relationship is for positive advice to give positive advice. Nothing's wrong with that. Platonic to fullest, love, respect, nothing's wrong with that. But when we start passing boundaries, influence, if you with me, like scenario, my girl and I don't have one, but let's say I did. We're bumping heads, right? And from there, wise, I'm talking to C to Z party at my job wise or anybody. And then she starts catching feelings, right? And I'm still emotionally vulnerable, emotionally downwise because my partner, no TLC's happening, no love, respect, we're bumping heads. And she draws the lines at me. I call it the F-lines. I don't know if anyone's talked about this, created this, but I said this back in 2009 when I went to my first breakup, my first baby moms. She could be like, if you whatever a bitch about my ex, I'll tell you about my girlfriend, right? She's no TLC, no love, respect, whatever the situation is, I'm telling her what I'm going through about her, right? And she catches feelings for me wise, she could be like, yo, Rito, if I was, if you was with me, we have TLC. If you with me, I love you. Whatever she's not doing, she's an offer to me. I'm emotionally down and vulnerable, so what am I going to do with the situation? The intent is like, okay, well, thanks for the offer, but I'm just here for advice and that's it. Please keep it humble, no passing boundaries, which typically doesn't happen. Typically it's like, oh shit, what? What do you mean? Like, yeah, if you was with me, I would give you everything she's not giving you. Well, he's not giving you whatever you're into, right? Now it's not fucking, to put a shit on the table. What are you going to do with it? Go back with your partner, work it out with them, or take the risk, fucking do the emotional cheating, entanglement. It's premeditated. You thought about it, or break up the relationship, which is a better way to do it. No one cheats, but then you don't take down the heel, so you body hop. You just go relationship after relationship. That's very healthy, and the intent that you didn't do that because if you destroyed your partner and then you jump in a relationship right away, then you potentially to be destroying them more than your first partner because you did not take time to heal. That's your flaw. That's why heal people, hurt people. So if you're hurt, broken, codependent, I want a relationship, but you're not ready, and you're the person that's more empathetic than you are, that's more healed than you are, you will destroy and hurt them. That's not your intent, but you will hurt them. I promise you that. It's just logic. Don't defy logic. Take your time, control your heart feelings, and it feels good to have someone to talk to you about your feelings. To express yourself. Fuck, it feels solid banging. The downfall is more likely you're not ready for the relationship. They are more likely, but you're not. And you don't want to self-sabotage relationships. How you do that? Altercation. Scenario, I didn't think I'm a heel. Got a relationship right away 2 years ago. if I did right, quote unquote, and be an altercation, I just dropped the corny ass line, which a lot of men do more than versus females. You're just like my ex. That shit's over. What up, Aqua? How you doing? How's it going, man? Welcome to the live. Thanks for being on yesterday, but actually this morning. I'm still exhausted, yo. Like, I only slept 1 hour. Like, me, it's gonna sound crazy. I say that 3 years, right? I'm blessed in life, so when I sleep, I die. Time is irrelevant. I don't know about nothing. I have only dreams when I power nap. So I do like a lot of power naps during the day, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. My boss is like, "How do you do that, man? You just lay, you sit down 5-10 seconds, you're dead. Like, oh, I'm at peace with myself. No overthinking, nothing. I love the universe, and that, like, yeah, it amazes me because I guess I overthinking, insomnia. It takes you a minute, right? Yeah, I used to be you. I tell everybody. 30 years of my life dealt with insomnia. That's why I have to give people shit like, yeah, money, status, and fame, social media famous in general, IG, my OnlyFans. I don't give a fuck what you got, right? But you're well financially wise. The question for you, like, why can't you go to sleep at night? Why do you sit there in bed for hours and hours and hours with insomnia, but you have all the money and power in the universe? Make that shit make sense. This one time I killed someone. Oh shoot, like literally or just saying as far as like feelings wise. It hurts. If you don't mind talking about Daniel. Did Daniel say that, I believe? Yeah, Daniel. In Mexico, oh shit, was it like altercation happening, gang bullshit? Like me, Mexican American Chicano, as an individual, you can tell me more than I can, but all my people in this side of town, they, like, especially the females, like, yeah, don't go to Mexico. I know your family's there, but you like you said, you crucify yourself. I'm like, crown of thorns. Like, you have tattoos down there. Nope, you didn't get ready, but mafiosos and gangbangers and shit. So I don't recommend going down there. And it says that I wanted to go, but blue pillars talk. I'm on their turf. I'm on their rules. So. Dude pulled a gun on me that he gave me scope with, man. Oh, damn. That's right here, brother. Like, yeah, that's why I heard it's pretty rough out there. Like, my grandfather told me, like shit. 8 years ago, he's like, oh, hey, this is on Spanish. Grandpa, like, would you recommend going visit, Mexico and shit? He's honest speaking wise, I wouldn't recommend it. You're not from there at all. You're from the States. Go to any country in the universe but here. You're not from here at all. So that's why I don't go. I might go to Mexico, just go to TJ, working my teeth, but that's about it. I wouldn't mind going there to get a bank account and then go to PI, but I don't know anything about Mexico. Not in a bad way. The next day I killed someone. Yeah, sorry here, brother. Like, yeah, that's remember this. It's like that was not your intent, right? But it's a scenario. It's an environment. So all you did was adapt to the situation, is kill or be killed, right? And it sucks. It sucks every which way. It shouldn't have to be like that, but it is like that because you have blue pillars. You only live once. The worst ones, loser disciples, gangbangers, mafiosos, drug dealers, racists, military cats, people on the block, they don't care. They're rolling. Their mentality, dead ass is YOLO. You only live once. Red pillars, 3D Descend the Matrix, we comprehend you live every day, you only die once, so we're trying to live as long as possible. We don't want altercations, right? It's probably just my voices. No, you good, brother. No, yeah, no, it is your voices. Because remember, the intent is to forgive, not forget, and that door of pain, you gotta let it go. Do closure for yourself, like, was it the wrong situation? Yeah, but did you choose that? You adapted to the situation best as. If not, not really gonna say this like, Bible talk, religion talk, like, no, I won't kill, no, I'm about to get killed wise, God's gonna save me. Like, no, he's not gonna save you. It doesn't work like that, man. He gave everyone free will. That person chose to go get a gun, set against a situation because he or she's going through shit in life and they're raging. Lucifer's in the air off this person's dome, and they're gonna go with that choice because every day above ground we have choices premeditated to do the right or wrong. Every day above ground you can do whatever you want. Happy, sad, bitter, hate, get in fights, whoop their ass off your dome, off anyone's dome. That is definitely your choice. But with that said, as an individual, what are you gonna do with your life? That's how the whole universe. Two simple questions: what do you want from life? What do you want from relationships? Short-term, long-term, fuck buddies, benefits, one-night stands, last night in breath. If you can't answer honestly those two questions to yourself, there's the answer for yourself. You're not ready for shit in life. So you can't beat the matrix you maintain. Roof over your head, a job, a whip, a car. There it is. Even if you fucking work at McDonald's, who gives a fuck? As long as you're happy, you're blessed, you're blessed. They can make fun of you, oh, you're 40 years old, we're going to talk about. Who gives a fuck? They're fucking 20 years old, miserable as fuck, going to toxic relations, partying, kicking it, being wild. If they don't work on themselves, which is their choice, they'll be 40 years old, what can I talk about? Same shit. What the fuck happened here? Don't give people shit, Everyone has their own happiness, man. I tell people, whatever analogy, whatever makes you happy and you're blessed, you're fucking blessed. Even if you're living underneath the fucking homeless scenario, I need the bridge in the tent, but at least when you go back to your tent, you're fucking blessed. That's your temple. You're at peace with yourself. Heaven on earth. Your heaven on earth. How many people have fucking mansions? Miserable as fuck. Relationships, separate fucking rooms, all that. Fuck, I say that like I, which is in Spanish. English is people in the streets or street mentality, which I call ghetto bullshit, right? So they live that fucking de la calle fucking relationship. On fucking social media, selfies, love each other, but in real life, everyone knows they fuckers hate each other, man. What are you talking about? They do it for social media and that's it, for the fame. Fuck, that's your analogy. As couples, you're in a toxic relationship, that is your hell on earth. Every day you wake up on the ground, fuck, I gotta deal with you. You don't have to, that is your choice, but you're dealing with it. So, and then you'd be like, scenario, work is good, streets is good, everything's good, but then when you're coming back home, you're dreading to come back home. Especially like me when I had kids. My first, well, so if I still have my kids, but anyways, co-parenting best dads now. But with that said, I'm dreading to go home. So what I do, I'm working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, doing side hustles, doing everything I can to avoid going home. It's that I don't want to see our kids. I don't want to see my first baby moms. Because I get there, she give me a look like, and just the fucking look. If that's all it is, a fucking look, no words. It looks like, fuck you. Damn, you're here. Gotta deal with you. And no fucking words are exchanged. She goes upstairs, I go downstairs. She texts me, I don't respond. And I say, if you can't talk to me, then don't text me at all. If you can't come downstairs and talk to me, then don't text me at all. Fuck that shit. I want everybody in toxic relationships. Fuck that. Been there, done that, don't miss that. If you're in it, I pray for you, that's it. I used to be a gang, like Bloods and shit. Oh yeah, I know, yeah, for sure, street life. That's why I call it Lost Empaths. Gangbang, I created gangbangs, mafiosos, drug dealers, racists, military cats, people from the block. I comprehend it. Grew up with it, don't care for it, but I comprehend the rules and regulations, all the great jazz. Did you ever second guess getting the face tattoos? No, I didn't. So here's the kicker. The only reason why I got my face tattoos, neck tattoos, and all these tattoos for the most part, like you can cover these up, right? Long sleeve, hoodie, etc. But it's 2023 wise. I died in 2020 in toxic relationship, all the great jazz, right? But keep it simple, current events. In 2023, man, we don't have no voice at all. You have to have like money, status, fame, gang, mafioso, you're in the fucking news, pretty boy, fucking 6 figures plus, social media famous. That's when man has a voice. You have a badass podcast, that's when you have a voice, right? So who has a voice? All the women and kids in the universe. Everyone will listen to kids and women will listen to a man, every which way. So what I do, I crucified myself 3 years ago, until I have the crown of thorns from Jesus. Because I decided, you know what? I'm going to count the whole universe. How do I do it? Ink therapy. Put on my face, the answers to life. And who do I trigger the most? For the most part, like in Seattle, on social media. All the therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists, life coaches, relationship coaches, narcissist creators. Because I say, everyone's got BPD, empathy. Oh, that's not true. Well, if that's not true, how the fuck do you get true by petty-ass words? How you get an altercation by petty-ass words? They're just fucking words. But yes, I get it. Your parents destroyed your child trauma with words. Your ex destroyed you with their... Yes, I get it. That's why if I say ugly, fat, and stupid, I trigger you and I donate from Adams, in your head, you heard ugly, fat, and stupid, you think my ex, the bullies, my teacher, my parents, automatically wise. And then you either bottle the fuck up because you're more introverted wise, or you do reactive abuse. I'm my neck for a reason. You become verbally abusive and potentially physically abusive with me. I'm not a bitch, this and that. And I'm just bullshitting, talking out my ass. And from there, wise, you're gonna get physical with me, wise. Why? Because over words, I'm like, damn, they're just petty words, man. Why are you tripping, right? But I get it because it triggers your past traumas, and that's the shit. You gotta forgive, not forget, and let go. Do closure for yourself, and let go of your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. If you don't, anytime you hear those words, you will potentially catch a case. If you're more blue pillar, run the streets of la calle, that street life, then your mentality is YOLO, you only live once, you don't care, you will gladly do time. And you do it for the block. I get the rules, but that's blue pill talk. The downfall situation, you get to live a longer, better life if you had a support team, someone to hold your hand, guide you, check out. What you're doing is wrong. I imagine, gangbanging my feels is wrong, but, you can change your life whenever you want to. There's rules, yes, I get it, but that's the shit. Try to get that situation and progress in life, and don't try to ever fall back to the street life. Quick, fast money, yes. You got a squad, a little warriors, yes, but, military people and military cats, I got PTSD. Fucking people in the ghetto hoods have more PTSD than fucking the wars. Wars don't happen that often. The streets life happens every fucking day, right? That's why you gotta avoid the ghetto and the hoods. Best that, because that's Lucifer's playground. Every which way, So I get that most definitely was. But yeah, I love my tattoos. They're just petty words, but I get to elaborate. Trigger you? Fucking your feelings. What the hell? That being narcissistic, that being mean, it is, but fuck your feelings for now. What? Waiting for now. If you want to talk about your feelings, we can do this, you know? Let's have fun. Online conversation. It's about you, not I. That's under the code? Yeah, most definitely, mano. Shoe shine, Lord. G shine, love, blood in my eyes. Blood at the dawn. Easy way, no way. It's easy way to fall. Cry for family, die for family. Blood is resurrection. Blood is all. I was told I had a baby with Kyle Jenner and Rihanna. Like, literally wise, or is that just like someone gave you that? Like, I'm asking Daniel. I have a court order to take my meds forever. Forever? What the fuck? That is like against fucking quote unquote human fucking rights and bullshit. It says I'm in my head 6 years. That's wild. The fuck forever? That's like Mike Tyson bullshit. Why think like Mike Tyson, you know, when it was boxing, he could say he fell out because he got detuned with the fucking meds. But the reason being, because remember, there's deeper than that. The narcissists that run the fucking universe, you know, fucking HBO and all them, the boxing arena and shit. I don't speak all boxing, all the boxing league. Mike Tyson was knocking everybody the fuck out. No one, because he was unstoppable. Because he had a lot of anger. You're knocking motherfuckers out, right? But with that said, put on mammy bullshit, detune him. He can't think correctly. He can't function correctly, wise. He can't use all that anger. The paranoia wise. The hate, quote unquote, right? It's like 99 years in prison. I got Ricola. Oh, so are you? I'm asking if you're free, right? Or if you can elaborate more. I don't speak. Notice when I say this, like courts and lost too much, you know. But with that said, that's the shit. Mammy bullshit just numbs you up. It can't face you and receive you. It can detune you. That's why I don't like anyone on meds. Like all it does is numb you up. Like you should have a support team. And I get it. You know, there's like people make time. I make time for anyone in the universe. I gotta take my meds or I get locked up. Oh shit. That support teams. Like, you know, what I'm doing. I'm a support team. If you allow me to, I'm always in your pocket. You DM away. I do free one-on-ones, phone calls, video calls, audio calls, whatever is comfortable in your side. It's about respect and boundaries because everyone has their own way of speaking. Some people, like, I've been dealing with females for 3 years on my phone, right? And all we do is text messages, fucking Bible stories. So, you know, they find it, it's about respect and boundaries because their walls are really, really high. They've been hurt so bad, right? So I go, hey, is it cool? We go on Facebook wise, Messenger, and I can say, you know, like, you can type away if you want to. You don't have to know audio messages, respecting your boundaries, but at least on there, instead of typing this Bible story, can I just do audio messages? That'd be a lot easier for me, wise. And they'll be, okay, cool, you know, for sure. Damn, ouch. So that's why it's all about support teams. Because the more people in support team, the more you can progress in life. Because everyone's your therapist, counselor. Allow them to show you a lot of respect, no passing boundaries. Everyone's your therapist, counselor because you're vented to them, wise, right? And the best therapist, counselor, psychiatrist is who? You, the person in the mirror. Because I don't know what you're thinking, and vice versa. But we could talk, you know, we could talk about a certain situation, whatever's bothering you, you know, hold your hand, guide you. So then you have options, ideas, scenarios. So then you have potential where you can work on yourself. That, you know, that makes sense. Like that reminds me of my ex, wise. My father did that to me, wise. And, you know, let me work on that. There you go. You have something to work with because if you try to fix yourself by yourself, it's highly impossible because your mental capacity is maxed out, your wisdom and knowledge and your healing knowledge are maxed out. So how are you supposed to evolve? We don't know how to evolve. That's like highly impossible. If I look in my head, it shows me in a hospital and everyone I hold a conversation with is by my bed. Yeah, that's deep, man. That's deep. Well, the intent is not to get to, you know, to have the idea become, you know, reality. So the intent is to try to avoid the streets best as. Keep it humble, respectful. Try to go to your narcissist traits, your bad side, you know, hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power. Which is, it takes time to do, you know, and that's the issue. It just takes time. Remember, time is communication. Like, time heals. It does, but it's partially. Time is communication. The second part, it's what? For the comprehension part, which is what? You know, what's the word? Time, communication, and then choice. Choice is comprehension. Forgive, communication, not forget, and you let go, comprehension. Close the door, pay in your mansion of that situation, of that person, of that scenario, then you're ahead of the game. One door pain, you're doing good because you can talk about it, you won't get your feelings. That person can talk shit about you, or they got your past, your present. You don't get triggered, but yeah, that is my past. Yes, I did do that. And when you do that, you feel good because you're telling the truth. You're doing self-accountability. And no one give you shit, and but then you get mass energy. Let's say you worked on yourself, self-accountability. Yeah, I did fuck up. I did a lot in my life. I look at you. I worked on myself. You haven't worked on yourself. What about you? And you bring up to trigger them. What about your fuck ups? What you did wrong? You're still doing wrong. I decided to fall back on myself. That was my choice. Like you have a choice also every day above ground, and they can you gotta be cautious. Who you talking to, because blue pillars, they'll definitely catch a case. They don't give a shit. So with that said, you just be I'm not trying to be mean to you, but if you verbalize it, it might detune them. Like I'm not being mean to you. I'm just matching energy, reverse psychology wise. So with that said, like just keep it humble. Lucky I worked on myself. But the old me would probably have decked you by now. You got an altercation with you, I got in your face, but I'm not trying to do that anymore. I'm controlling my pride and ego, and trying to progress and not be more proud and humble, respectful. That's fucking beautiful. I got face tattoos. Oh yeah. I tell you, the image I was against it, but I love my face tattoos, and that's how I get people's attention, especially on social media, in the streets wise, because it's just like I was in therapy, but I have stories, heartbreaks where my hairline was, memory under my sideburns, and raper in between my eyes and brows. Am I saying that correctly? Raper. I believe I'm saying that right, correct? In between my eyebrows. Oh damn, my hair. Okay, hell yeah, that's the D shit. Rapier. Okay, rapier. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, yeah, that's good therapy. Imagine you had to say that like I do, get the questions like, what's in your why you do your face tattoos, etc. Wise, and next. So like my mind like NF the rap artist, Mansion NF. That's what it says there. It says Mansion NF. This year hella bad. I'm not a drinker, but I do Fireball. That numbs me up. But I would eventually would love to meet NF to talk to him about, hey, like your song helped me, Mansion wise helped me do communication myself and work in accountability wise, like to figure out what's going on in my head. And then the second rap artist, his name is Young Drac. He helped me do comprehension of the breakup. The song's called Toxic Luck, and then Mistake and Mistake 1. Yeah, Mistake 2 actually. So I respect both of them because they helped me overcome my situation. And I had a support team. My 10 lab workers on my death for 80 days. My ex's name, so I respect her. They're going to 80 days, 100%. 14, 17 days, I go 1,000%. That's why I say 1,000. Why 1,000? If you want to be on my side as a friend associate, as a partner, keep it 1,000. Don't lie to me. We're adults. If you're adult high schoolers, keep lying. Keep fucking wearing the mask mouths. Keep pointing the finger at everybody but yourself. Don't do self accountability. Cool. Adult high schoolers. How are you 60 years old and still in toxic relationship, beefing with people, talking your shit? No. Work on yourself. Or stay an adult high schooler. I pray for you and that's it, and I go on my day, That's all I can do for you. But I'll tell you, the door's always here open. You can always talk and vibe whenever you want to, which is your choice, not forced upon. It's a simple conversation, but I get it. Introverts, you've been hurt, I get it. And there's just a lot of respect, that's all it is. My homie got killed the day after I chilled with them. I'm sorry, brother, that's tough. I think someone did it because I dissed them. Oh, really? Potentially, if... Remember, when you have enemies and shit like that, like those disciples, they don't gotta get to you, but how they hurt you. Family and friends, take your family and friends out. It's gonna hurt a lot more because now you're living with that. And if you believe that's a situation, and and they can cause altercation. That's why, like, I imagine potentially you've seen this flick, which is like it's harsh to watch, but it's a good education. The movie is called American History X. Put your mouth on the curve. The intent is not to, when war starts, and then let's say you did wrong, right, and they retaliate wise. And they did wrong now. So now you're kind of even. But if you can't control your bad side, Lucifer said, hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power, you potentially could continue on at the war. That's why at the end of the flick, I won't say what happens, but, he had a choice, and he did the correct choice. Because in life, sometimes we got to make sacrifices. You will lose people in life. That's not the intent. So it's either you lose people in life, take the hill, take the hit wise, take the L, walk away, save yourself, squash that situation, even though it's going to fucking destroy you, or not. Pride and ego and continue on with the war, and there's not going to be a never-ending war till it could be to kids, grandkids, great-great-grandkids over, like the storylines you hear, the flicks you watch. The intent is not to get to that point, but that's why Lucifer's always testing you. So is God. God's like, there's a door, you can walk away. Yes, they did what's wrong, but if you continue on this war, it's not going to stop. They don't got to get to you. They get to your kids, siblings, parents, aunties, whomever. You're ready for that. You're already now with one. You're going to hurt 4, 5, 10 more. It sucks, that's the intent not to get to that point, but that's why you just do it for yourself, best as. It's pain. That movie is sick. it's a good movie. It's educational. It's fucking, it's rough to watch sometimes, because it has racism, the gangs, and a lot of shit going on. But it has, remember, every flick, every book, everything you watch, all the answers there in your face. Everything has a meaning. You just don't know that. Yes, Blue Pillars, it's a good book. It's a flick, it's a series. Red Pillars, like, no, it's deeper than that shit. There are signs for warning you, guiding you. Hey, this is a situation, this is a scenario. I'm for warning you what's to happen. Here's your options. Don't get involved. Let them be, and so on and so on. So yeah, my kids are protected by billionaires. All blessed. Sometimes I think I'm Jesus Christ. You get that most definitely. York snitch. Who's the snitch? I'm asking York. I have disability. Oh snap. Well, pray for your body wise. But yeah, that's the issue wise. It's just like try to once again, like everyone goes to shit in life, right? The intent to progress from situation, not continue on the same thing. That's the issue. If not, then if you keep doing the same mistakes, it's not mistakes, it's called a habit and addiction. When are you going to break your addiction to get your life back? If you choose to choose your choice, and that's the issue. You got to put your pride in ego because your family give you shit, the streets can give you shit, yeah, you're a bitch. In Spanish, you're a mandilon. Like, I don't die with words, the fucking word, let me call you mandilon. Then you get your feelings about it. That's just your shit, not my shit. It's reverse psychology. You don't call me stupid, I don't call you stupid. Love, respect, go on my day, So, I know a snitch when I see one. Oh, really? That's awesome. Daniel, I smoke cigarettes. Well, as long as you're not an addict to them, you'd be okay. But the intent not to smoke because this vessel gonna last for so long, so you gotta maintain it. So that's why I say you gotta maintain. Take care of your body so your body takes care of you to live long as possible. If that's your intent, then cherry on top, stress is a killer. So don't let stress destroy you because that will age you a lot faster. Your body starts talking to you, you start getting sick, diseases and bullshit. Yeah. Why are you stuttering? Because I speak fast and then I'm exhausted, mumble, all that great jazz, have an accent. And this morning I did a 5-hour live session on Big on Twitch. I only said for an hour. So with that, York, if you want to jump on the live, don't be shy. Why am I snitching your eyes, quote unquote? And then with that said, you must be from the block to get to the hoods, right? So what's the code? And as an individual, I'm a red pillar, blue pillars. Y'all live in that street life. I have nothing against your lifestyle. That's your lifestyle. I would love respect, but just keep it on your side. That's it. That's all I do. Red pillars, we live every day. We all die once. Blue pillars, you live, what is it? YOLO, you only live once. So with that said, I'm from the UK. Oh, that's awesome. I'm from America. Well, hi, what's up? Mad love, respect, vice versa. I like great jazz. And that's what's supposed to be, love, respect. So anything with the street life, have nothing against that at all. Raising the shit, don't care for the shit, just love, respect. Just everyone has their own demons, their own battles. The intent is not to get involved in that situation because it can get deep and messy, and to get out of it can be kind of hard. And then repercussion behind the situation. Are you single or married? Single, not married. 8 kids, 2 baby moms, 14 months celibate, solo. Because patience is a virtue, wait for the wrong, quote unquote, right person. And that's it. I'm not trying to be in toxic relationships ever again. If you can't talk to me, do communication comprehension. I will be your friend associate. I won't be your partner at all. Because anyone in toxic relationships, I pray for you, and that's it. That's very unjust. What did you do for? Well, what did you do for a living? Oh, what I do for a living? I'm my boy's job. I'm a secretary, IT guy, computer guy, and then I'm messing with shirts. So pretty soon get better machines to do my own vinyl stuff. So vinyl, shirts, hoodies. So all my sayings, all my tattoos. I'm gonna have my shirts, my hoodies, lids, etc. Wise. Can I write to you letters? Oh, yeah. Oh, can I write? Yeah, for sure, Daniel. Most definitely. That's cool. Most definitely. You can DM me if you want. No problem, man. Heck yeah. Because it's all about, once again, having support team and stuff. Oh, yeah. Every which way. Yeah, most definitely. No, yeah, DM. That's all good. I tell you, I'm here for the whole universe. Show love, respect to everybody because that's the intent, to show love, respect to everybody so people don't feel alone. When you feel alone, that shit's very unjust. Especially the man, quote unquote, because we're not supposed to express our feelings. We don't feel be a man and bullshit. Like, no. Can we chat? Can we chat together privately? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Man, always, I tell you, I'm here for the universe. I tell you, I make it sound hella easy, right? But I had a support team. I went through my healing and woke journey 3 years ago. As an individual, my last 3 years of my life, in my lifetime, I'm 42, died at 39. So my last years of my life, I love the universe. I've done against nobody. I comprehend why everyone goes through shit. But the cool thing is, you remind everybody, yo, as a fan associate, 1,000 times or more, I'll pick up 1,000 times. As a fan associate, while the world gave up on you, I won't give up on you. You might have fucked up. You might have dropped the whole universe. But remember, there's deeper than that. Like, what? I died, you were fucking 5 years old, dropping bodies. That was not your intent. So it's environments, the way you raise child trauma. It's a little serious of what's happening to you wise. But the cool thing is, in time, if you choose to want to do your choice, you can always get your life back. The past has been written. You can't fix your mistake. You can't, if you're off, people is dumb, you can't bring them back at all. But you can actually go to the families and apologize, and whomever you hurt, apologize, and they don't have to take your apology. That is their choice. You know? Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and tried to frown? Nah, well, I used to wear the mask smiles for 30 years of my life, so smiling bullshit behind it, dying and crying. So now I love the person in the mirror, you know? That's the best feeling. Cause remember, like, a lot of people, like they say, you know, kids give you unconditional love. For sure they do, because there are kids, they look to up as parents, right? Even if you're a shitty parent, they still have a lot of respect for you. They give you unconditional love, because they don't really sit on depression, anxiety, fucking relationship bullshit. Nah, you know, you can verbally, physically whoop their ass. Not the intent, but you can. They still love, respect you every which way. They'll still come to you and shedding tears and all, still fucking want to hug you and shit. Which is, you know, to you wise, they're giving you unconditional love. But when you, as an adult wise, when you grow up to be 18 and above and learn this shit, when you fall back with yourself, a lot of people don't love ourselves. A lot of people hate ourselves. That person in the mirror, the real one, you're in the universe, right? So with that said, you know, when you love yourself with mind, body, heart, soul, soul of 1,000, you will comprehend that true happiness, unconditional love starts with who? The person in the mirror. All you ever need was the person in the mirror. You don't need no one in the universe. Sound selfish? I'm selfish 1,000. I come first before my kids, parents, anyone in the universe. Because every day above ground, I got to deal with who? Myself. And then my environment, at home, whatever situation is. The potential to be, the intent is that, remember again, that we match energy, not take energy. That's the ish. If you take energy, why do you allow it? If they're taking energy, why do you allow it? Because that's my kid, that's my partner, that's my parents, and rejection is protection. Verbalize your boundaries. Let her say no. If you don't stop doing that, then I have to push you away. You're being mean. No, you're being mean to yourself by being mean to I. You can't respect my boundaries. So show your love from a distance, you know? But I'll still be a friend associate, nothing against you. And they can say fuck you, or they say cool, we'll talk about it, and so on, right? I feel like when people look at other people to explain themselves, it feels great. But when you look, how kids did you have? Oh, I have 8 kids. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, it hurts. Oh yeah, no, it definitely does. Fuck yeah, very well said. Because remember, when we talk to our peoples and vibe with it, let's say we vent about our relationships, our personal issue wise, or we're just bullshitting with our peoples, we feel hella fucking good. But then we go home, we get back in the car, look in the person in the mirror, fuck that motherfucker. You can't look at yourself, you hate that person. Because why? You have your child trauma for sure, you got bullying and bullshit for sure, but life became really, really hard, deadass relationships. Words can heal you, trigger, definitely destroy you. Relationships can make you, break you, definitely destroy you. Watch your words every which way. Words get deeper than a knife. So when your partner says that they love you, but you're ugly, I love you, but you're stupid, I love you, but you're fat, I love you, but you ain't shit, I love you, but no one's gonna want you, I'm the best you have in your life. You believe every fucking word they just told you. That's why you question your self-worth. That's why you believe that that's the best you can do in life is them. Then you won't ever give another person a chance. You'd be scared to your relationship wise. Or you'd be with them fucking 10 years, 20, 30 fucking years. First baby mom, Latina. Cause I was gonna for that reason New York wise, right? De la calle, street life, except to foolish, she's straight narcissistic wise. And machista, quote unquote in Spanish, the machismo, all that shit. 12 years of my life, 3 daughters. 12 years of my life, praying, planning, hoping, manifesting, she's better in life. Yeah, did it work out that way? No, because I could pray, plan, hope. No, God's like, yo, baby boy, I've been hearing your prayers for all these fucking years. Why don't you pray for yourself to take the L, walk away, save yourself, you know, build the strength and courage to walk away. You can't fix him or save him. You tried, it failed. I can't do that for any of them. I gave all you free will. Every day above ground, you can do whatever you want. Happy, bitter, off your dome, never done. Stay in touch relations like you've been doing for 12 years. So when the door's right there, when you're leaving, your choice. I'm telling you to leave, giving you a lot of support, guidance, and Lisa was like, nah, stay there. Pray, plan, hope, they will change their ways. He gets and manipulates, I'm telling you the answer. That's your choice. Premeditated, right? I smile and I laugh. It's the yin and the yang, right? I like to add more of your story. Oh, for sure, most definitely. When I look in the mirror, I hate myself. Yeah, I tell you, I was like that for 30 years of my life. Like, even my extra time, be like, how can you say you love me and the kids, but you love yourself? I'm like, I just don't. I just love you guys. But that's very incorrect. We lie to ourselves. We're in the mask smiles. Behind it, we're dying and crying. I share my tears in my own time. On my breaks at work, when I'm driving, I'm away from the kids, away from everybody, driving to Seattle. Ball like a bitch, you let out. And nothing wrong with crying. The reason why you're crying, because Your mind, body, heart, soul, instead of 1,000, exhausted of what? Toxic love, pain, overthinking, and the cherry on top, insomnia. You can't go to sleep. Every time you see the person in the mirror, like I tell people, the best therapy in the universe is you, the person in the mirror. Gather yourself, and what am I doing? I'm streaming, right? Live, etc. My free therapy, but I already comprehend everything wise. But tell my one-on-ones, you can do, journaling, you can go on the computer, type it up, but that's a lot of work. Why not just grab this phone, push record? If you want to see yourself, do audio blogs. When you build a career in your stream to see yourself, do video blogs. And the cool thing about video blogs, you can watch yourself. Body language, tone of voice, facial expressions, what's my energy, where are my eyes at? If I'm trying to talk to myself, right, be my therapist, but I'm scared to look at myself because I hate myself, quote unquote, which a lot of us do, I look at everywhere but the phone. I look at the side, I glance once in a while. That lets me know you're struggling. But it's okay because you're struggling for now. I said, what for now? It's on you. The more you do your own free therapy wise, the more you have people on your support team, the more you can evolve. You do a lot better in life. And then you have less stress in life because they're trying to narrow down your overthinking and different ways to help you close the doors of pain so you can evolve in life to feel a lot better, can breathe, It feels hella good. Why did you like tattoos? Oh, I love tattoos in general, but mine like anyone tattoos will have stories, etc. Wise, mine's like a map to life. It's a crash course to what happened in your mansion because you hate yourself. You're going through, anxiety, depression, breakups, and that's why my phone's about to die in a minute. So I'll do another 10 minutes, guys. Then I have to get out because my phone's gonna die. Then I gotta leave work wise, so I'll be here longer than I'm supposed to. I'll go for 7, but it's all right. I need to look myself in the eyes to actually smile. Yeah, that's like the real war in the universe is the person in the mirror. That's when I get tatted where Jesus got stabbed. The riddle for the universe, who's the problem? The person in the mirror, the person looking in the mirror. When you comprehend the riddle and you figure out it's you, what are you can do about it? If you don't love that person in the mirror with mind, body, heart, soul of 1,000, then what are you can do about the situation? Why are you trying to be relationships? You can't fix yourself with the body by. You can try to, but the downfall of that situation, you potentially will self-sabotage relationships. You potentially might do reactive abuse, be verbally abusive with your partner and your kids. Like my situation, I was a verbal abuser, narcissist traits. Max is physical abuser, narcissist trait. But why did you become physical? Because I trigger with petty ass words because I don't die with words. Anyone who talks shit to me, you got to be ready for words. If you can't handle your words, I'll have fun with it. And then when I trigger you, I'll be, they're just words. Why are you dying and crying? You told me, I did reverse psychology. The exact same word you just told me, but I added some more on top of that. Now you want to catch a case over words? You struggling, But that's what I'm saying, just to elaborate for warning wise, because you got to be careful who you get involved with. If not, then get triggered with people, get altercations. That's your choice. That's what I'm saying? 1,000. Yeah, I tell you, everyday bug down. It's the real war in the universe, the person in the mirror. That's why, remember, it's day by day baby steps. The model for everybody. Tomorrow's the future, hasn't happened. So why worry about tomorrow? Like, I plan hope, just the idea tomorrow I do this. Because the idea is a 50-50 shot. I do this tomorrow, awesome. If it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to be. That's why you do the words, I pray, nothing wrong with prayer. Prayer is beautiful, but when you pray, plan hope, I manifest, I get this job. I manifest, I'm going to get this partner. Whatever you're praying, plan, I'm manifesting for. In your head, I manifested rituals, Wicca, all the good shit, crystals, I got it in my head, right? Physically, you didn't get it. Now what happens to your day? It goes to shit. Become a pussy willow, become bitter, hate the universe. Because I manifested, I did the rituals, everything, but I didn't get what I wanted, right? Because it doesn't work that way. So you use the idea, I get this job, the idea, I get this partner, the idea, I get this car. It's a 50-50 shot. I get it, awesome. It was meant to be. If I don't get her, I don't get the car, I don't get the job, it wasn't meant to be. I trip, I don't fall, that's the situation, I go on my day. See? That's what I do. I don't have to use the word hope. Hope, pray, plan. Pray in general is yes, but not when you're praying for certain things that you want to get. Like, you might not get it. It wasn't your time, and so on and so on. So that's the ish. But that's how you pray every day. Oh yeah, in my head, in my mansion, I'm in church every day. My mom and dad, especially my mom, and my sister wants to go to church. I was like, if I was to go to church in the Catholic church, please, I don't hold back. If I see little kids, trying to females, the young females, because the young females dressing like in the clubs at church. What up, girl? What up, ma? What's your IG? What's your snap? At church, God's house. What am I doing there? Yeah, Don Juan over here with his wife and kids. He loves God and everything, but he's shouting out to young females, not giving a fuck in God's house. Like, no, me, I don't hold back. I walk up to the girl, Mike, sorry, priest, sorry, father, and shit. I gotta say something real fast and just call everybody out. Like, yo, kids, I know you're only here because your parents, not because you want to be here. Common sense, right? So with that said, And the one, you love your God, you love God, etc., your wife, etc. Why the fuck are you 67, 80 years old, still trying female? It's like, yeah, she's on point, and that's it. It's called lust. It's everywhere. Lust and toxicity is everywhere. But with that said, why you come to church for? Why being a hypocrite? And you little girls, there's like little clubs, you can't dress like that after hours. You can't be respectful of God's house for 1 hour. Damn, y'all struggling. And that's why I don't come to church for this reason, because I just got all you in your feelings, and that's your shit, not my shit. I pray for you and that's it, but I'll be your friend associate, Send a gift to freedom for the first time. Oh, thank you for your head. Thank you. If I'm listening to music like Tupac, I cross myself sometimes a few times. Oh yeah, Pac was a beat. Remember, every artist in the universe, like, the downfall is like when you're empathetic wise, you have money and power, and the industry wise, they can offer it all music wise. Like the thing happened with all these, like Mike, Linkin Park singer, from Soundgarden, fucking Michael Jackson, everybody, Prince. The narcissists run the universe. They have money and power. You cannot make them look bad at all. Look at what happened to Top G on your tape for opening his mouth too much. I'm gonna show you how to beat the Matrix. You can't beat the Matrix. You maintain the Matrix first and foremost. And yeah, he's got whatever. I think like 27 supercars. Yeah, these guys have thousands. They could buy the fucking earth all they want, a million times they want to. They have pockets. But with that said, they're narcissistic wise. They're still going codependent, and they can't teach you shit in life. But yes, they have money and power for sure. Man-made bullshit. Lucifer side. They don't use their money power correctly. They used to. Yeah, people see what the fish is. You talk shit, see what the fish is. You make people look bad, or you make them look bad. Yeah, and so on and so on. But that is man-made bullshit, Lucifer side. But they go to church. Just because they go to church, talk about God, sit there, if I had tattoos with Jesus, Rosary, and Virgin Mary, doesn't make me a good person. I could go to church with my girlfriend, wife, whatever situation is, and cheat on her 1,000 times. But I love God. Make that shit make sense. Yeah, Chester Bennington. There you go, Chester. Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Good music, man. But that suicidal bullshit, that's all up front. That was all set up. Because remember, when you're an empathetic person, you try to expose people for rape and bullshit, child sex trafficking and all that shit. Narcissistic motherfuckers don't like that shit because they're going to get called out. They don't want to get busted, right? So that's why you got to be careful when you got to open your mouth to say that way, expose the people narcissistic, because you got money and power, but you better have a fucking big squad, man. A big squad can take care of you. Because you don't have nobody. Look at like Pop Smoke, fucking Brady, what's going on 20 and shit. He was fucking do good, blow the fuck up. And what happened? Lose the disciples. Nope, can't be having to do that now. He's hella viable, showing no respect, bullshit, and having fun. No. Because he was telling everybody, yo, have fun, do your thing, man. Triple X, Extension, same thing. All these are young rappers. Artists and shit, because they have money and power now. They're using the voice correctly and telling everybody, yo, this is your life. Do what you want to do, man. Do probably the best as. Don't fall for this manic bullshit. These phones, Gucci and Prada whips, fucking BBLs, only for that's just cosmetic bullshit. That can't pitch in or save you. Why don't you work on yourself? Show your love with others, and you're blessed. But by saying that is fucking wrong. That's an individual. Like on TT, I don't go live no more than that because I always get reported for hateful speech. What I just said, I say in my lives all the time. Hateful speech is why. It ain't the girls and the women, man. It's the boys. The men, we talking about vibing. Boys are getting the feelings because, oh yeah, you're Betty, you're a sim, mandilona. But I don't die petty words. You be losing disciple, destroy. Body hot, be the man who you are. I'm blaming everybody mother for your mistakes. Be the fuck up of the universe. I just called you a fuck up. Yeah. Empathetic person, yes I am. Godly person, yes I am. But I use my narcissist traits. Shut up my empath and empathy and sympathy wise to use my narcissist traits. Use my hate, pride, ego against you, what you do naturally wise, but you don't know how to control it. I know how to control it. That's why it's not Jordan Peterson's saying, but it's a saying which I'm going to tatted on me wise. It says, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a garden in war, because when you're in a garden or in a war, an empathetic, godly person, you try to get a verbal altercation that with Lucifer's disciples, they will destroy you with words, every which way with no remorse. You can't handle them. But when you master your narcissist traits, hate, pride, ego, lust, power, now you're a beast, you're a god, you're mortal, you won't ever die. You can destroy the whole universe with petty words, with the truth, especially the disciples. That's why I remind people to get physical altercations here in Little Mexico. I'll bet you that, baby boy. You got you with petty ass words. So with that said, this is not Mexico, it's America. I call the boys in blue. You fight the fucking courts, judges. I'll whoop your ass with them. Go to your dog kennel where you deserve to be. And you remember this, when you're locked up in your dog kennel, you're in there for petty ass words and the fucking truth. That is your choice. I love my kids, my family. You love them so much, you're locked up. That's your choice. That's why you control your pride and ego. Watch your tongue, etc. But that is your choice. And so on and so on. I've seen friends my time. Oh yeah, that's awesome. What do you think of what do you think of social media? Social media is good if you use it correctly. If you use it incorrectly, or it's incorrectly, any female on this platform that's live that's offering less, their numbers are fucking skyrocketing. All the cyber chicks pay in their pockets, hella followers. Cause why? What's she offering? Toxic love and less. She make a zillion fucking dollars. I have nothing against OnlyFans. Make your money, ladies. Nothing against you, but you can't teach me shit in life. I promise you that. And you can be, oh, I got a zillion figures, 6 figures, all that good shit, but I got my anxiety, depression, PTSD. Make that shit make sense. Oh, my phone's about to die. I got to get off in a minute. When I saw Rihanna, I heard a car compacted like the ones that the junk in my head. Oh, really? Why you say that everything I'm asking? What about the man who sent for them? Oh, that's that. I call them cyber tricks. Hey, they're willingly giving their money. That's not, fuck it, let them be. That's the time of my lives. Hey, oh, I was making money. I have nothing against you at all. Yeah, because I call all OnlyFans OFs. I call them rich people status household because rich people, when they're sleeping, they're making money. OFs are sleeping, they're making money. And they have like OFs, baristas, strippers, go on fucking lives. Any female live that's showing skin on any platform, look at my numbers, look at their numbers, slot on my numbers, but they can't teach you anything I just told you at all. But the beautiful BBLs, OnlyFans, nice bodies, yeah, talks to love and lust. That's all they got going on for themselves. Nothing against them. Pray for them, that's it. That's on my DMs right here and on these apps. I was sending a big positive message, right? And from there, whereas they'd be like, what's this? I go, well, I'm just showing the respect, and I'm letting you know that if you ever want to talk about whatever you're going through, I'm here for you, right? And then so, what are you trying to sell? I'm like, you're trying to sell something. I'm not. I'm just saying, I do free therapy life coach. And they'd be like, oh yeah, they'd be like, well, anyways, you can't even pull me. I'm like, well, queen, nothing against you, but you're, first and foremost, your diamond doesn't. Second of all, you can't teach me anything. I go, other than your body, toxic and less, what do you bring to the table as an individual? How you worked in your mansion? Have you worked in anxiety, depression? Have you let go of your ex-exes? Have you worked in your child trauma? No, I'm too much for you. You can't fool me. That's the problem. That's when you get triggered and they get feelings, block my ass, report me. I'll be like, see, they're just words. Petty fucking words in your feelings about it. Like, money, status, fame does not make you famous. And Blue Pill Talk it does, but it doesn't fiction or save you. Whereas that's why I say like 95% of the universe is run codependent, right? You're looking for love in man-made bullshit and people. And what are you doing? Buying band-aids to all your cuts and wounds from child trauma, your ex-exes, past pain, toxic love, child trauma. And then band-aids for what? And cuts and wounds for what? Anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicide thoughts, loss of anger issues. That's all you're doing. Buying fucking band-aids. Buy your Gucci Prada, you buy your guns, you buy your BBLs. Do what you gotta do. Modify the body all you gotta do. Buy all the man-made shit you want. But at night, when you can't go to sleep, I got insomnia, my PTSD, my child trauma. Well, you fucking got everything in the world. I have to give rich people shit. Gucci and Prada, you have 1,000 supercars, man. You don't have no financial issues at all. And you bitch about my PTSD, my mental health. Make that shit make sense. You can buy all the therapists and counselors in the universe. And they charge you racks. I do free therapy. I can tell you all the answers to life, but that is your journey, not my journey. But I can hold your hand, guide you. I promise that 1,000. I sold 100 guns. 100 guns? Damn, that's a lot of BB guns, brother. Fuck. I don't mess with guns. They're nice and pretty, but I don't mess with them. Sensitive ears, all the good stuff. Yeah. It's not about the numbers, it's about the heart. Oh, you actually thought, no, it's about content and quality-wise. Like I tell you, it'd be nice to blow up, make money off this and do what I do, because I'll give back to the universe, especially the girls, women, and single mothers' wives. And then men that are going through it also. Boys, don't give a fuck about your feelings, because you don't work on yourself, And that's all it's about, love and respect for the most part. That's what I'm talking about. 1,000, for sure, transparency. And that's what I do, I tell you. Every day above ground, tell a safe story and go live. So I'm going to get off in a minute, because I'm way past my jobs. Yeah, I'll do another 6 minutes, and then we got to get off. If my phone doesn't die, because it's charging it while I'm on the phone. While I'm on live, I'm sorry. And like I tell you, I'm going to go live tonight, because I got to catch up myself and do my editing. So tonight, I'll finally post my big old Twitch 12-part series, because if you do like 3-minute post, as the man, you don't get recognition. But if you do like part series, like don't push the red button. What do you want to do? Push the red button. So yeah, like part 1, part 2, part 3. The longest one I've done so far, I think, is like 32 parts. A lot of editing, tedious itself, but it's worth it, because guess what? I could take all those, save those, and put them on my platforms. It's a lot of work because I'm only one person. I promote my stuff, like my stuff and people stuff. That's why I have, hashtag 3D Repo, because anything that's repo is like happy stuff, comedy, religious, God, if you're going through breakups, suicide thoughts, breakup music, all that's raw real life. It's gonna get you feeling, make you happy, sad, bitter, trigger anxiety, depression. But it's for a reason to like, yo, it's just a song. Why are you feeling about it? You going through it? Well, do you want to talk about it? Your choice. You don't have to. See? What? It's your choice. I'm not forcing it upon you. You have to talk to me. I'm your dad. If I was to tell my kids, I'm your father. You gotta talk to me. They don't have to talk to me. That's their choice. As parents, sometimes we hurt our kids with words and we traumatize them. That's what tell my kids. Sorry, I just can't fix shit. But with that said, I can always pick up as a friend associate. Treat me how you want to treat me wise. But, I can help you close the door of pain that I caused. I can guarantee you that. And if you want to talk to me, which is your choice, whenever you want to. That's all you do for, your own kiddos and anyone in the universe. Offer an open hand, that's it. Remind them the door's right there. You can push me away. That's okay. You can always come back whenever you want to. And that's the shitty part of being a parent. I'm a father of 8 kids. All my 8 kids become crackhead, alcoholic tweakers. All of them can. They can be toxic relationships, verbally, physically abused. Off their dome, all people's don't, because they couldn't handle the pressure. They couldn't handle the depression, all that good shit. I already know that. That's a shitty feeling to have, but, death's inevitable. I can't stop it, but I can prevent it to a certain extent. I can have a conversation with my kiddos and everyone in the universe by going live, telling a story. Let's have fun with this, and so on and so on. And the cool thing to talk, like, the best way to talk to us, my buddy from Mark of Seattle was, are nobodies. What do you mean nobodies? I'm a nobody. I'm a person behind the screen, that's it, right? But with that said, if we start talking about it on the live itself, or DM instead of was, you can go from nobody to somebody, because a nobody, we're just keeping the present. If you want to talk about your past, that's your choice. I won't ask you about your past. But if you want to talk about it, well, I did this and that. Cool. Are you still doing that? No. Okay, well, did you forgive or not forget and let go? What? Well, I took out trauma from the situation. Oh, then you haven't let go. You gotta let go. If you don't let go of that situation, your mansion, that door of pains out, be open there it's been open for many, many years to be. So when are you gonna let that shit go? When you do closure for yourself, comprehend, yes, I did wrong. Yes, it did me wrong. Was it unjust? Yes, it was unjust. But with that said, they were going through shit also like you was going through shit. So the intent is that you be the bigger person for yourself and you evolve and move on. Forgive, not forget, and let go. Then you can close that one door of pain, and it's one door closer to, I don't know how many you have in your mansion. So that's the cool thing about social media. This is where I go my life, have fun with the situation. Ink therapy, do my shirts and stuff like that. So petty words. Like yesterday, before I got off here, yesterday I was at the, Freddie, the chef Fred Myers, young female, like early 20s. I know she's talking to me. There's multiple people at the customer service line. She's like, yo, I like your shirt. I was like, I heard about it. I don't know who she's talking to, because everybody has shirts there. So the guy with the long hair, like, oh, my shirt? And that's when it says hurt people, heal people, heal people. So the hurt people says capital H, capital P, and then hurt people, all capital letters. Then heal people, myself healed, heal people, all capital letters, because that's what we do. I can't fix you or save you at all. I can't live for no years but the person in the mirror. No drugs, no pills, therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, and then cherry on top, God. God can do that for you. He can guide you, like I can guide you. That's why it's a support team. But to the universe as an individual, we can heal, guide, support, uplift, from what you might up to each other 1,000. And that's how we can do for each other. I promise you that. Then you're doing better in life. That's why it's about supporting, because the more people support you, once again, all your therapists, counselors, man. So I promise you that. But with that said, y'all, I gotta get off in 2 minutes. So any questions, I got you. I'll tell you, I'll probably go live tomorrow. Because, yeah, I'm exhausted. I gotta go home. I gotta work out still. So I'll probably go home first so I can take a power nap. Too tired. And then later on, go with Jenny Craig. Yeah, take care of the body takes care of you, wise. Yahweh, don't leave. It's all good, but I'll jump back on, tomorrow, wise. I gotta finish my editing. I gotta promote that today, wise. So, because the thing is, like, I promote everyone's TikToks, everyone's, IG, Facebook, all these platforms, podcasts, but I don't promote my stuff. I'm like 13, 14 months behind on my YouTube and podcast. So I gotta start working on myself and put my stuff, put everything out there. So that's why it's tedious, because I gotta do subtitles, because obviously I speak fast, I have an accent, I slur, and I mumble because I'm very, very exhausted. Every day above ground, I do so many one-on-ones. I don't charge for therapy. That's why everyone actually like, why do you put so much hours on this phone with people? I was like, no, these are things for relationships. That's why. So I just tell stories so they don't go what you and I went through. So they don't have kids, they're blessed. So they don't be in toxic relationships and become Bay Mom, Bay Father Club. That's not fun. That's very unjust, you know? That's why I do this for the universe. So if you guys got, if you have no kids, in the loving, respectful manner, you're blessed. You got a toxic relationship, you have no ties to that person. Fucking run like Forrest Gump. But you got kids, shit, curveball. Gotta do co-parenting best as. And that can be kind of tricky because men are more narcissistic, they want war. Women are more pathetic, don't want war, they want peace. And that's when it becomes kind of hard. So that's why if you don't have kids, take your time. Because no kid, nor marriage can guarantee a long-term healthy relationship, but all can't. It's highly impossible. Doesn't matter that Gucci Prada 6-figure plus, you're the most beautiful man and woman in the world. It's cosmetics. And your mansion, how you doing up here? Spiritual, emotional, mental wise, have you worked on yourself? Can you do communication comprehension? Can you love and less me only and vice versa? If you can't do that, you're always gonna fall to lust. That's why men cheat. Not all men, a lot of, but they're not even men, they're boys. Boys cheat, why? Because they can't control their lust. They have no self-will, so they go body hopping. That's their choice, premeditated. And that's called, if you keep doing it, it's an addiction. It's a habit. If you can't break your addiction, you're always gonna cheat, you're always gonna do drugs, etc. That's your choice, you know? So, but with that said, y'all, gotta get off because I gotta get to work. I gotta leave work to go home and then work on that pod. Take a power nap because I only slept for 1 hour today, so I'm very exhausted. So love you guys. Have a good night. Take care of you. Safe. Remember, I'm always in your pocket. You DM my way. Free therapy life coach. Day by day in baby steps. I got you guys. Stay fresh. And yeah, have a good day.